Aloha, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's all Joe Holt. Got another fireside chat for you today. And to be honest with you, I'm very excited about this one. My very first guest ever, 30 interviews ago. So smooth. My first returning guest. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back.
How you doing? How you doing?
Shit, better now.
I'm glad to be back, man. I knew we would talk again. I knew we would talk.
Well, we even said during the first one, like, we're gonna need to do this again, right?
Yeah. We did say that. We
So
definitely did.
because it was that was like I didn't even know we were having. I didn't even know I was gonna be doing this, right? I didn't even have a
Yeah,
name, Fireside Chats, for it back then. It was like
yeah,
I found so many entertaining individuals, so many beautiful souls on D Live, and I was like, I gotta find a way to show more people how incredible D Live is as a
yeah,
platform, but also these people individually, the streamers individually. So when I found your stream, you were just so smooth, like you were just so cool and so laid back and had such great energy. And you were talking about sacred geometry and you were talking about energy. And I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I
That's
got to talk to this guy first. And it's totally turned into a show now, right? Fireside Chats.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm stoked to have you back, man. We're gonna
I'm glad to
approach
be back. I'm glad to be back.
well, we're gonna approach this much like we did with the first one, right? Just in case it's people's first time finding you. So I'm gonna ask you questions like we don't already know each other, even though we clearly
Yeah,
do. But then, just the first few questions, and then as we get through it, we're just gonna we're gonna get on to what we want to talk about. But the very first question we always ask in Fireside Chats, we're just going to go to that. Your name is So Smooth. What does it mean to you? How'd you come up with it? Go.
what it means to me is like, I'm just, I'm here to just supply, like, or provide like a calm and, like, a relaxed gaming experience because I am a gamer. And as far as, like, chatting and other elements of streaming and stuff like that. But I just want to provide a channel and a place where people can, like, get away and really, like, relax. Like, they come home and it's like, okay, all right, I can chill now. You know what I'm saying? Not because your mind is running so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I started off with the name Mr. Smooth, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that was kind of like, just, I don't know, just too common. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I know, like I told you before, like, I did some research on naming a business, naming a brand, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I came up with, so smooth. And I was like, that's it. I was like, that's it.
Yeah, we
And I
were
was talking
talking
to,
about mnemonics, right? That's what you're referring
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So, and I was like, that's it. And I was talking to a fellow streamer because I started on Twitch. And, we were real close. We found each other. We were growing, we're like 100 followers each. We're steady growing into the 500 to 600 to 700s. And I think I changed my name like around like 400 followers.
Mm.
And then that's when I really made that push. And then he was like, that's it. That's it. And then eventually I got a logo done and I got some other things done.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just made this armband just to match everything up, match
Mm-hmm.
the frequency together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I was just like, you know what, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to approach it. It's not going to be so super fancy, but it's going to be a little bit eye catching. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Appealing to the eye, just to make it easier on everybody because I know that's another sense. The visual that we see.
Mm-hmm.
So I was tailoring to the senses that I can control. I can control what you see and what you hear. And in a sense, and how the stream feels. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's how I was kind of like taking it, the whole name, and like when you say it, like you'll never forget it. So
Exactly. Well, did you make that armband or did you have it made?
this one, yeah, no, I made it. I made it. My wife was right there watching me. I made it together. I glued it. We went to Michael's, the crafting
Mm-hmm.
store.
Mm-hmm.
Got everything. Got the S's. My wife is like the designer part. So she
Mm-hmm.
was like, she likes to design a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, look, you need, because we were coming from Twitch, and was like, look, you need to do something. because I was gonna get all this set up after I got a partner from Twitch, and then
Mm,
I was like, I seen like, not to say I wouldn't have gotten partnered,
mhm,
but I felt like I just needed a change. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? Let me start this now. Let me not wait. You know what? Let me get an armband together. Let me, put an outfit together. But I already had an outfit because I had a logo. So it was kind of easy.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It was easy in the sense to just put everything together. So I was like, let's do it.
Well, I
You
noticed
know.
like when I went to Twitter to tweet this show out, I noticed you're still Mr. Smooth or Mr. Smooth, some other business on Twitter, right?
Yeah,
Like,
this one, yeah, this is my handle. I can't change it.
mm.
I can't change my handle.
So
But if
so for
if you
people
type
that are
in,
listening, what is your Twitter?
it's at Mr. Smooth 27, lowercase o. So
Okay,
that's
okay.
that's gonna pull it up. But if you do at so smooth, it will pull it up as well.
Well, actually, I did at So Smooth, and it's somebody else. There's another person
Oh,
with the
see?
So Smooth on Twitter.
Okay, so yeah.
That's
Then
why I'm
yes,
talking. That's why I'm saying it.
yeah. So it's at Mr. Smooth 27,
Okay.
lowercase o.
Okay. So if you're
Yeah,
looking for him on Twitter, it is not the So Smooth you find on Twitter. It's Mr. Smooth. But do you
yeah,
have something I just learned? D Live now allows us to link in our About section. So, like, if you scroll down to my About section right now, there's a
yeah.
Discord link, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Is that something that you have set up on your page?
Yes, I have it set up. I have my Discord, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitter,
Okay, so
everything that you need to contact with me. Yep.
if you're looking for So Smooth on social media, make sure to go through the links on his D Live About section to make sure you're getting the right person because not everybody is able to get the exact same name across all social media platforms.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's taken up, and
Right, right.
you gotta let them know. But
Okay,
good call
so
on that, because I was
yeah,
I was
man.
going with
Hey,
the lie.
hey, I'm just saying, I'm here to help, Smooth. I'm here
I
to help,
appreciate
brother.
you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, so second question we always ask, it's a two-part question. How did you get started streaming and when did you start streaming?
How did I start streaming?
Mm-hmm.
I started streaming, like, I always played FIFA. I always played, PS4 growing up. And I didn't really know streaming was a thing until like played like late PS3 before there was the PlayStation 4.
Mm,
So then when me and my wife, we decided, let's get the PS4, I'll stream on there a little bit, test it out. Okay. Stream on there a little bit, test it out. Okay. And then, we had our first daughter. So obviously I didn't really stream. I was like, okay, focus on job, stuff like that. Got a job, was working, working, working. And then we got the PS4. And then we was like, you know what, let's test out this, streaming. And it had it real easy to set up. PlayStation had it real easy to set up. You got you were able to stream on Ustream, um, Twitch, and YouTube. We wasn't really know about YouTube like that. So it was like, all right, let's try this Ustream. We tried it. Next thing people coming by. We had, a few viewers. We had regulars. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? So I was like, you know what? If we can do this, I can do the same thing with gaming. That's what kind of gave me the confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's what really gave me the confidence. Like, okay, it was like me and my wife, but it's like, I could do my own thing, and I could still uphold the same confidence. So it gave me like a boost.
mm-hmm.
So then I started with Mr. Smooth on Twitch, and then, that's when I changed my name, and I got me a mic. I was on OfferUp. I was getting everything real dirt cheap just to get started. You know what I'm saying? And I got started, and then, we started going, and then, I had a job, decent job. So I made a few investments. I got me a nice mic. I was able to buy my PC, and then really things really started, the frequency started picking up a lot.
So
And
you
I started,
so you started on PlayStation, but you then switched to Twitch?
yeah, then I switched to
Nope.
Twitch.
When did you
Yep.
start on PlayStation? Like what year?
Man, I'm like 2000. You say Twitch or PlayStation?
PlayStation. When you started on PlayStation, when did you start on PlayStation?
When I started, I mean, it must have been like, man, whenever the PS4 came out.
I
That's when I
wouldn't know.
started. It had to be like 2000 and no, because I got out of high school 2009. I graduated high school in 2009. I met my wife 2011. So it must have been 2000 like 12 and 13, one of the around there.
Wow. So I
Yeah.
mean, you've been streaming longer than most of my guests. With that, with
Really?
that
Oh,
take,
wow.
because like
Wow.
I know LT Zada has been streaming about 8 hours, about 8 years. Man, my brain, it's like 95 outside. I can't even think straight
Nah,
right
you're
now.
good.
He's been
You're
streaming like
good.
8 years, and that was by far the most of any guest. So if you've been streaming since like 2012, you're easily second longest streamer I've interviewed.
Yeah. So if you look at it like when I really started, not just, all green screen overlay,
Hmm.
just the act of streaming, yeah, then I would say, yeah,
And
that's
then
when
when did you switch over to Twitch?
Twitch, that was like 2014.
Okay. Oh, so you for a while.
Yeah, I was on Twitch like 4 years.
Wow. And what did you
Yeah.
find success there?
Um, Not at first. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of work that I had to find out a lot of things that I didn't know.
Hmm.
And it's sad to say, like, still a lot of streamers don't know the things that I found out. You know what I'm saying? And, some of them might come across it here and there, but some people might not really digest it. And when you're out on these type of platforms and you know how to not let things get to you and how to,
Hmm.
still, make things realistic, so where you don't, fall into this depression and try to, you know, do things out of character, So I learned a lot. I experimented with certain things just to see how people will act, just to see how I will react in that moment.
Hmm.
So I did a lot of things, and I was like, okay, so if I'm gonna be on here, I'm gonna have to be real as possible, and I'm gonna have to just do me, and I can't really care what people think because the moment you care what people think, they already got power, and you're already giving somebody that don't know nothing about you that much power.
Hmm.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of research, man. It was a lot of research when I started, a lot.
So when you were on Twitch, like, were you just streaming games?
Yeah, I was just streaming games. I started with DayZ, one of my all-time favorite games. That's what started my career. I was like, I can stream this game. It was calm, cool, collected, it's action, role playing, it was things like that. So I was like, okay, we can start with that. So I started with that, and then the success was like, you know, it was okay. I mean, I averaged like when I first started, the first like 2, 3 years, it was like 4 or 5 viewers.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was after I did my research and I found out certain things, okay, focus on this a little bit, focus on that, don't focus on this that much. I learned how to shift my focus on certain aspects of streaming because streaming has a lot of aspects. So if you shift your focus on certain things, you have to tailor to those things. Some things are in the back burner that needs to be attended to,
Hmm.
and you can't
Well,
just
can
forget
you
about it.
can you give me an example of something that you weren't doing when you had like 5 viewers and that you switched to started doing that got you more viewers?
Um, um, I'll say promoting more.
Hmm.
I started promoting a lot more because it was like, okay, it helps when you're on multiple platforms. Let's say Instagram, Twitter, you know YouTube, somewhere where your brand is also known as well.
Hmm.
So that helped out a lot. That's one thing that I started doing when from 5 viewers I wasn't doing that. When I started getting to like the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14s,
Hmm.
that's when I noticed, I sent out a tweet, people came through. I sent out an Instagram story, people came through. They may not have stayed for long or may not have chatted, but you know, you know, the message was received. So I was like, all right, so
So
that's
you increase traffic on your live streaming by using social media.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was one of the main key points that I've researched and found in my research that you can just. I'm sorry, I gotta fix this. This bothers me. Um,
No problem, no problem. You
that
just
was
need
one
to
of the
get
main.
that tattooed and then wear a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
look,
I'm
my
not trying
wife
to give
wanted to
you
get a
any
tattoo.
ideas.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me a tattoo. I'm gonna get a tattoo. That's in the future. But because this does mean a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's something that's just something I built, you know what I'm saying? Even though how small it may be or how whatever, it's big to me, something I built. So I'm
Why?
always
I'm
gonna
not trying to be a bad influence on you or nothing.
nah, you good.
so,
Nah, but
so
go
wait.
ahead.
So you were on Twitch like 4 or 5 years, like a while. Like that's a good
Yeah,
stretch. So
yeah.
what? When did you come over to D Live?
It was March, I should say my first stream
Hmm.
or my first time
Yeah,
I
yeah. When did you start streaming on D Live?
start streaming. My first stream was like March 14th, I believe.
Of 2019.
Yep. I sent out my
Okay.
first tweet that I was going live on D Live. Yep.
So about 2 months, 3 months, somewhere close to that right now.
Yeah.
See, that's surprising because I feel like you've been here much longer than that. You
Yeah,
know?
right. Yeah, it does feel like that. But then when you really look at it, it's like, damn, that's not that
Yeah,
long. Cause
because
I
you
like
you were
LT
the
Zona hasn't been
very
here either
well.
that
He
long
showed up
either.
in January. Well, he showed
Yeah.
up the end of last year, but started streaming in January.
Yeah. And then I follow him on Twitter. I didn't realize we actually followed each other. But you know how you follow certain people, but you don't really be in communication.
Mm-hmm.
So but then I'm like, damn, yeah, that's LT Zona, man. He streams on D Live. And I seen um his video about talking about D Live and why you should stream on there.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, like, okay, so this is promising, there's some, it's just, and then I just opened up the stream. I came on my computer. I seen it. I was like, okay, I can work with this. You know what I'm saying? I had a little confidence. I'm like, all right, I can, because I was coming off of, good numbers on Twitch. I hit 45 sometime organically, no host. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I will peak at 20s on a good day, when Twitch gets hot. So I was like, I didn't come off of like a dry spell. I didn't come off of like a break. I didn't come off of like, you know, oh, just low numbers. I came off of decent numbers, mid-tier, mid-sized streamer numbers. So I was like, okay, I can do something. I can make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do.
Well, actually, I just went back and checked real quick, and it was March 25th that you and I did the very first Fireside chat.
Yep. So it was like, yeah, 2 weeks, like 2 weeks later,
Yeah, I
you
found
know?
you right away when you started on D Live, and that like because I came over in January with 2019 with LT Zonda as
Oh, okay.
I had been a viewer of his since 2017. So
Wow.
Luke and I have been buddies for a couple years, and he was going through his slower period on Twitch by then, and
Yeah.
so I got to play some games with him, got to hang out, and then when he switched over to D Live and we found this beautiful community, I
Yeah.
started modding for him every day for a couple months. Then that's what they were like, you should start streaming. I'm like, but I'm not a gamer. And they, yeah, but you don't need to be on D Live. You can do whatever you want on
Yeah.
D Live.
Yeah.
And I was like, I started streaming March 1st, and then we started this show, Fireside Chats, March 25th with you as the first guest. So with just a few weeks, I was like, I was trying to just play games and stuff because that's what I thought
Oh,
everybody
yeah, I
wanted me
feel
to
you. I feel
do.
you. Yeah.
You just feel
Yeah.
like, well, that's what
That's
people want
that's
to
the
watch.
norm. Yeah. That's what yep. Yep.
But then the more of these that I did, the more conversations I had with other streamers, everybody kept saying, just be yourself, just do
Yeah.
what you
That's
want to do.
that's it.
And
That's
this
all you can
is,
do.
yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to talk to people. I want to get to know them. I want to encourage them. I want to encourage other people, other streamers, viewers on D Live. I want to help
Yep.
promote the platform.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing too. Because a lot of people don't know. And then when they don't know, like, okay, I'm not worried about that. But you haven't given yourself a chance to know anything,
Hmm.
So that's that's cool though. Cause I was like, did he have this idea of starting on D Live or did
So,
it just manifested?
well, because I mean, my name is a clear indication. Author Joe Holt. I write books for a living, right? And I've written
Yeah.
10 books. I've been interviewing people for 15 years or more with the American Legion and the mainly veteran stuff, veterans of foreign wars. culture
Yeah.
anthropology type stuff, and I was travel writer. So I would travel to a place, meet people, interview them, write about them. And I got to a point where I got tired, wanted to stop moving so much, but I still want to meet people. I still want to interview people. And D Live was this incredible community from all over the world. And it's been incredible, man. And I just want to say thank you to you for taking
I
that
appreciate that.
chance, to be on that show to start this journey with me.
Yeah, because I was nervous. I'm like, what? He wanna talk to me? I'm like, oh wow.
See,
The
and
author, and I was like, whoa, this is big time. Cause I felt like I don't know, I felt like you was a big time dude. I was like,
well,
okay,
what's funny is I was like, man, I haven't done any of these. So like now we've done 30. Like your matter of
yeah,
fact, we interviewed your wife last, Mommy Lioness. That was our
yep,
last fireside chat.
that was a great one.
It
Yeah,
was
I
awesome.
enjoyed
So,
it.
so
Yeah,
what? So what I thought was, now when I have people on, I'm like, well, here's if you look at my about section, there's a YouTube link to all the fireside chat playlists, and
yep,
I can just tell people, oh yeah, here's the link. Check them out. You can see if you want to be on the show or not. Well, when
yep.
you and I did it, there were no links. There were no
Dang.
shows.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
so
I need to see. Well, no, I wonder how many views my first one has. Since you've been recommending it since the beginning,
I don't know.
you
Let's
know,
see. Let me just go to the about section and click on the link. I
because that'd be
mean,
that'd be cool to know.
my YouTube channel isn't very big or very well known. Uh,
No,
so
it's not. I'm
so
not even
let's
worried
see,
about that.
53,
53. Oh wow,
53.
wow.
So
And you say you had 30,
there's 30 fireside chats now, right?
so that means people went to go look.
People have been looking. I've had quite a few people, especially in the last month, drop by the channel and said, "Hey, I just finished watching so and so's fireside chat on YouTube, and
What?
I thought I would check you out." Yeah,
Wow.
it's starting to work. So the more attention that we bring to the show, the more attention that we get to D Live and promoting D
Yes.
Live, the
Yes.
more that'll pick up.
Wow. That's. I'm happy for you getting
But
that
you're gonna
traffic
be the
because that's
first
nice.
guest with 2 videos in the playlist, my friend.
Oh man, I'm on it.
so
And I like how the first video I didn't have all this. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't.
that's
I wasn't. I
exactly what
wasn't evolved.
that's
I didn't. I feel like I
exactly
evolved from
where I
that
want to
time.
go. So
And
so
I was
that's what I
like,
want to talk about. From your first show, you had only been streaming a couple weeks on D Live.
yeah.
What's changed? What's different? How have you has D Live changed you? Have you changed yourself? Like what's happened in those last several months?
Um, D Lab has changed. As far as me, I know I have changed as well. D Lab has changed me
Mm,
because I feel like I'm more of a what's the word? I feel like I'm more of a solid foundated streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't have everything together, but I have the basics to run my brand and
mm,
to run my channel, and I'm open to learning. I'm open to feedback to how I can better my channel. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And keep people, entertained and keep people interactive. And like today, I did something different.
mm,
I was thinking about your stream. I was like, okay, we're gonna be a fireside chat. So what if I open up the stream today and just chatting section and just to see who stops by? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And then we had very very good turnout. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like one of the best turnouts that I had within the first 20 minutes in my stream. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Everybody was coming through. Everybody showed love. Everybody stopped by.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So, and as that, you're like, okay, I tried something different. Now I seen something. I'm like, okay. So now it kind of gave me more confidence to try different things.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, and then D Labs has a whole bunch of things going on. New partnership goals. You got to upkeep. So it's like, all right. I think as they're changing, you kind of want to not not do a 360, but just adjust yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me adjust yourself. Adjust yourself accordingly. You know what I'm saying with the changes because we can't control that we have to you know this minimum people. All we control is what we have.
right.
So
Well,
that's when I'm like,
that's actually a really good point because when they announced that the partnership requirements were going to change and that you needed concordant viewers, right? There's other things they're stepping in.
Yep.
If your first reaction is to be bummed out because it's
Yeah.
more difficult.
Yeah.
Then my second reaction was, I don't care. I'm just going to play my games. I'm going to have my chats. I'm going to have my fun. I'm not worried about it. But now I'm kind of maturing a little bit more about it. And I
Yeah.
thought, okay, I'm not hitting the numbers that we're going to need. How do I step this up? How do I,
Exactly.
how
You,
do
you
I
yeah,
improve
you need to be
myself?
self-aware. Exactly.
Right. So
Uh,
I have been using social media, but I'm using it more now. Something that I recently did was using, if you guys don't know, the alerts for Discord are run by a website called Tidy Labs,
Yeah.
tidylabs.stream. Matter of fact, let me open up a tab because this is what we try to do with these fireside chats is not only get you to know other streamers on a more personal level, but we're also trying to share information
Yeah.
and teach the new
Definitely.
streamers, right? So I just dropped a link in chat, tidylabs.stream.
Let me
That
pull
is
that
the
up.
alerts website for D Live. So you can put in custom sounds, you can put in custom images. Something that I'm starting to learn, there's an alert bot, a chat bot. So now if you guys put exclamation point Discord in my chat, my Discord link will pop up. If
Yeah.
you put in
Yeah, you get the
exclamation
commands.
point books, my author website pops up, right? So I thought I got to start doing more. I got to start
Yeah.
trying harder. I got to start using more of the tools available.
Yep. That's the thing. Yep. I definitely try to, I try to be up to date on different tools that's out there and, definitely different software to use and stuff like that to
Hmm.
just to make things a little bit better, help you out a little bit more, get you somebody else that may not have, known your stream otherwise,
Hmm.
So that's definitely,
Exactly.
that's definitely good
So
because you got a lot of new streamers.
has your content changed much since you've been on D Live? Like, what is it that you
Um,
like to stream here?
Lately I just been going with my feel. I've been feeling the games that I've been playing, Daisy, Apex. I've been trying different games, because it's always sometimes this game gets stale. I used to like single players, but now I'm into multiplayer. Then I fall back into single player.
Well, like
Then you
what?
back
What
to
kind of stuff are
multiplayer.
you playing? What games?
Right now, I've been playing Daisy, Apex, Conqueror's Blade. That's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much like uninstalled. And I just been focusing on those games because I enjoy those games. I'm really just waiting until you know Assassin's Creed as well. That's on PlayStation.
Hmm.
Grand Theft Auto as well on PlayStation. So a handful of games, not too many, because I'm kind of waiting for see what else they have out here.
So are you primarily a console gamer?
Um, I started off console. I would say I'm primarily a PC player now
Hmm.
because console is more like all right, off stream and just relaxing this that.
Ah.
PC is more like all right, this lights, camera, action type of deal. 'Cause you
Okay.
got yeah. So that's
Well,
how I kind of have it set up recently or lately this last
it's
few years.
it's funny because since I started streaming, it feels weird to turn the game on and play the game without streaming it. It just
Oh yeah, I had that feeling too.
so how how have you how and why do you play the games offline and not stream them?
In a sense that where you don't feel like you're only doing it because of that. You know what I'm saying? You're only playing
Mm,
this
mm.
game because you have to stream. You kind of then it takes the enjoyment away.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, then you feel like you have to put on a show. Then you feel like you have to, just sometimes you just want to be isolated and really focus and play by yourself and really you know get back to that childlike. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy yourself, have fun,
Hmm.
go into the imagination, go into the simulation, and just enjoy yourself. Because then it's gonna become, oh, I have to stream this game. Like that's how I was for a while. Like I didn't even play games off stream. Like I only play games without streaming. And then I was like, I don't want to make it like that. I want to look. I still play offline. Enjoy myself when the girls are sleeping, stuff like that. It's like okay, let me just chill out, enjoy myself. No camera, no. no interaction. Sometimes you need that,
Mhm.
just no interactions, no live today, and just enjoy yourself. So I'm glad you was able to start enjoying yourself now, because that's something that a lot of people deal with. Is like they have to play the game and stream, and then when they get off, it's like, all right, the game's not enjoying.
Mhm.
It's not enjoyable no more.
Well, and I notice like some games that I really enjoy playing, they don't bring in an audience. People just don't care to watch me play certain games, even though I really enjoy playing them.
Yeah,
So, like with the new increased requirements to maintain partner on D Live, I thought, okay, well, I know if I'm chatting, I get great numbers.
yeah,
When I'm playing certain games, I get okay numbers. When I'm playing other games, I don't get anybody.
yeah,
Nobody wants to watch me play certain games. So those are the games that I'm starting to play offline because I really enjoy them. I want to keep playing them,
yep,
but
yep,
I also don't want to
yep,
screw up my numbers for the partnership stuff.
yeah, yeah. And then what I learned too, like I struggle with the same thing. There's nobody playing Daisy. There's nobody. Everyone's on Apex.
Mm,
It's like, all right, let me play Apex. I just bring my style to Apex. However I play Apex, but then was like, I really want to play this game, but I feel like no one's gonna really watch me. And I feel like now I've been consistent with the game, and I'm consistent with my streams. I feel, and the same vibe and everything's consistent. That people are starting to oh, okay, I'm starting to be known. Okay, this is one of the games that I play. You kind of want to put that out there from the beginning, so that way they already know what to expect. Then if they don't
mm,
want to show up, then they don't show up. You know what I'm saying? Then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But look, hey, so sometimes you gotta be like, look, I'm gonna play this game, and whoever comes by, comes by. So I have people stop by, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard of Daisy, but then they start learning about it, and then now
mm,
they're enjoying me watching it. It makes them want to play games and stuff like that.
mm,
So next thing you have more viewers than you thought. And I feel like now that I have been consistent, I started off with Daisy like 3 viewers, 4 viewers. Now I'm starting to hit the double numbers, which is good, and it makes it easier when other people play the same game. So it's not you're the only one trying to bring the game up into the directory.
mm, mhm,
That's another thing, the directory, the game directories, and how the algorithm works. Like if you play a certain game, it's at the bottom, but you might single-handedly bring that game up to the top, and then you have certain people asking about the game and stuff like that. So sometimes it does help to play those games that you may get the low numbers, because after time people might start seeing the game, and because people browse all the
sure,
time,
sure. What a
and they
big
might catch
part
that.
A big part of D Live, though, that we've talked about over literally all of the last 30 interviews that I've done, we talk about the importance of growing your channel organically, right?
Yes.
People getting to
Yes.
fall in love with you as a human
Mm-hmm.
being, then they don't care what you're doing. They're going to come on that journey with you. Like, I've never heard of Daisy, I've never seen it played. I don't know
Yeah.
how I've missed your streams, or maybe I saw you play and just didn't know what I was looking at. But it's not a
Yeah.
game that I'm familiar with. But if
Yeah.
I saw So Smooth was live, I would go by his channel because I enjoy the content,
Yeah.
right? So
Yep.
the game is irrelevant to me. Matter of fact, most of the time, the game is irrelevant to me. I'm there for the vibes and for the
Yeah.
energy and for the
Yeah.
individual.
I'm looking for somebody that can match my frequency, hold the
Mm-hmm.
conversation, because I'm gonna talk. When I come in the stream, I'm gonna make myself known. I got my stickers. That's why I love D
Mm-hmm.
Live right now, because I got my stickers. I could, drop me a salute, do me a little shimmy shimmy dance. I could make myself
Mm-hmm.
known on D Live. That's why I like D Live. You can make yourself known.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
share some of your stickers while you're in here, man. I need people to
Yeah, I got
know
some stickers,
because you
man.
got
I
you
got some
got some of the
stickers.
best stickers I've seen on D Live in terms of personalized
Yeah,
stickers.
I feel I'm not. I'll agree with you on that. Like I have to completely agree with you.
Yeah, that last one, I like that one a lot. You
What, the
shimmy it.
heart?
No, the one below it, the one you just put it,
Oh, that
where
little
you.
shimmy shimmy hype.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it. I love that one.
Then the funny thing is, I was in somebody's stream one day, and I seen my sticker. I was like, oh my goodness, that's my sticker.
That's a good feeling, though, right?
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. And then this is one of my latest ones. My salute, my stream opener. I always open up my stream with that. So, and I feel like, you have to use that. That's another tool that they gave you. Expressing yourself. Through gifts and
How
not
do you
just
make those? The
me.
ones where you're dancing and moving, like you clipping
That
that,
would
like.
Yeah, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. I don't really, okay, let me do this for the gift. No, if I'm feeling it, I get into my feel, I do my little dance, whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, you know what? I feel like if that was worthy, it's all organic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all during my live streams. I always listen to music while my live stream. So I listen to upbeat music. So I may go into a dance. So I just catch it. And then I'm like, you know what? That's gonna be my sticker because you're looking to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
D Live makes it the most premium place to express yourself. Not just do a little sticker emote. No, this is actual motion. This is you
This
can
is the
feel.
best. That's the best I got. Just my
You know what I'm
face.
saying? But
Just
I
my
can
face.
feel. I can feel that. You know what I'm saying? I can feel
You
that. You know what
gotta
I'm
help
saying?
me, Smooth. You gotta help me learn how to make these animated stickers, man. That's tight.
If you have a editing software, I know me and my wife we invested in an editing software because we are gonna go into YouTube because that's another platform to just to grow the brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we invested in a platform. Not a platform. We invested in a streaming software. A video editing software. My bad.
What
Um,
program are you using?
I'm using Filmora. Filmora. That's what I'm
Okay,
using.
I've heard of that. Can you, when
Yeah,
after we're done, could you send me a link to that? Because honestly,
definitely,
I need to get more
definitely.
involved with that sort of
It
stuff
was it was well worth it.
for
Just
sure.
with the basics that they have, I've done, and I found out that I can do this. I was like, what? I can make gifts.
Mm.
Then I made myself a transition. I'm like,
Hmm.
I have all the tools that I need to do my customized work for myself. And I feel like even though it may not be so fancy, but the fact that, I tried and I did it and it was able to
Hmm.
work, it gave me more confidence. So because sometimes you don't, if you're up and coming streamer, you don't have all the money to buy the best graphics, but if you can invest in yourself, because you're gonna have to invest in yourself.
Mm. Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I've learned. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
what
You're
you
gonna have
said
to
early in
invest.
the show, investing in your brand.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then, in a sense, you created that brand, from your mind. So you invested in yourself. You just manifest yourself physically. You know what I'm saying? Your idea. And everything that we have right now came from a thought. They had to think of how the iPhone's gonna look. They
Mm.
had to think of how these monitors are gonna look, how the camera's gonna zoom in and catch the light. All this was thought. All this was
Hmm.
thought of. You know what I'm saying? You know? So
So
I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'm
So I
sorry.
was gonna
I'm
say,
too
so
deep.
when you've got like damn near 8 years of streaming experience between PlayStation and Twitch and D Live now.
Yeah.
When you first started streaming, was any of this sort of stuff available? The custom stickers and all that, the hosting and that sort of stuff?
Nah, not on PlayStation how it was.
Hmm.
And on Twitch they didn't have that. PlayStation was like you just go live and people who had a PlayStation can watch you.
Oh, okay, okay.
It
So D
wasn't.
Live is really what's bringing your brand to life.
Yeah. My revised things that I do, my change of thought process, is really, and D Live being a small platform
Hmm.
growing, and it's like you can grow with the platform. Like,
Hmm.
we think about it, we haven't seen, you know, thousands of people yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of like streamers holding up, those numbers, you have a few people that's in the hundreds,
Hmm.
but not like, Twitch and other platforms where, they're getting a lot of light. But I feel like when D Live gets to where these other platforms are, everyone's gonna fall right in place,
Sure.
you know?
And that's kind of what part, we were talking earlier about that the requirements to be a partner, a verified partner on DLive are changing. They're becoming more difficult, which I think a lot of us agreed they needed to be more difficult.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
but also being a smaller platform, probably the one category that worries most of us that are already partners is the concordant viewers, right? To how
yep,
many people do you have in your stream per hour? And we've always said, don't worry about that. Don't look at it.
exactly.
Don't sweat it. Don't
Yep.
worry about it. Do your thing.
Don't worry about it. Yep, that's the first thing. Don't watch the numbers. Just be yourself.
Now,
But
go ahead.
if no, but if like in a sense you really can't say that because you have to give it some type of attention. It has
I was gonna say, yeah, like I think part of that was being a new streamer
yeah,
saying, don't look, right? Because
yeah,
it will frustrate you in the beginning. You're not gonna
yeah,
make the
yeah,
numbers in the
yeah.
beginning.
But for experienced streamers, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? It's like,
now you have to pay attention
yeah,
because
now you gotta pay attention,
it's an
like,
it's a clear indication of, are you using social media, are you promoting the channel, are you networking, are you, right? All of
yep,
those things add up, and you
yep,
will get an increase in viewership if you're providing unique quality content on a consistent basis.
yeah, yep. And if you're consistent, that's one of the biggest
Hmm.
keys, no matter what platform, consistency, not just consistency with uploading and going live at this day, the overall consistency. Is your vibe consistent?
Mm.
Are you always in good energy? You know what I'm saying? Are you having a stream where you're in your feelings? You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be in your feelings, but maybe, are you maybe could you have done that? Could you have vented off another way? You know what I'm saying? Or,
All right, hold on, Smith. I got a question for you, dude. You just pulled something up in my mind that I was like, I got to know what Smooth's take on this is. So
okay.
I've seen a couple of streamers over the last several months do drunk streams, and then they start crying and they start talking about emotional things, right? And they get a lot of donations and they get a lot of views. I still am not. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not on the bandwagon with that. But how do you feel about that sort of thing?
Um, as far as what for like the drunk streams or like
All of it.
all
And you can talk
together?
about all of it. I mean, because see, it starts out with something I definitely disagree with, which is 1,000, like one Ninja Genie equals one shot, where you're like, I'm gonna
Okay,
drink
yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
donate.
Okay.
I don't agree
I
with that. I think it promotes self harm, which is against community standards of DLive.
got you.
However, more and more streamers seem to be using this. Then they obviously get drunk very quickly. Then they start getting emotional. They start crying. They start talking about, you know,
Yeah,
things that they probably wouldn't if they were still sober. Like how
yeah.
important is that? I think that comes down to professionalism.
Yeah,
But
in a sense, because you don't want to portray something that you don't want to be in character in another character that you're normally not in character. You know what I'm saying? Like something you don't
mm,
normally do. You know what I'm saying? Like me sitting here chilling, that's something I always do. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? If I'm here hype,
hmm
let's get crazy listening to just all crazy type of music, people can be like, all right, that's not so smooth. That's not so
right.
that's not you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
You and I
okay.
are probably the two smoothest streamers on D Live,
Yeah,
and you
you know what I'm saying?
snagged the
Like,
name so smooth before I could get it. So
man,
no, I'm just
I'm so
playing.
glad I made the name change. I'm so glad that I chose this name to be my vibration in any platform
Even
because
when
your name is
I tell people about you all the time because, like we said before, you were my very first guest on Fireside Chats. Right now, you're coming back around, but it's just fun to say your name. So smooth. It's just fun to say that out loud.
I like going to new streamers, new streamers, and then they're just like, you got to be a streamer. Like before I got my check mark, they're like, okay, with a name like that, you got to be a streamer, man.
Do you see
And it's
what
like
Goose just said in chat? JoJo Smooth.
JoJo too.
Instead of so smooth. That's funny, man. That's funny. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, my boy, his name's so smooth, blah, blah, blah. They were like, oh, that's a cool name. I'm gonna have to check him out. Like,
Yeah, and it's like that was the whole thing of when like I'm so glad I looked up how to name a brand. Like
mm.
that was the only business like move that I made. You know what I'm saying with streaming, like
But
you know,
let's make that clear though for people who don't know. You researched, you spent a lot of time learning branding,
yeah, yeah,
mnemonics, things like
yeah,
that. What talk about that a little bit? Because I think far too many people are willing to just drop any name that first comes to their mind and run with it.
yeah. Because I mean, you got to think your name is like okay, what it's gonna make somebody feel some type of way. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then do you really want to go as, I don't know, like Soda Pop 44, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know,
I think that's already taken.
well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
I do. No,
not,
I'm just
I get that popped in my head because I seen the damn soda, but
and Soda
maybe
Pop
like,
45. Damn.
like, Cuppy 41, or, you know, I don't know, some crazy name.
But let me
You
say
gotta
so.
think about it.
Let me throw in one example that might just help some people. My boy, I call him. He's my favorite bean. One of my guests on Fireside Chats is Garbanzo, right?
Garbanzo.
Yeah, his name's
See,
Garbanzo.
I seen his name. I like that name though. It's
Well, I asked him how he got it. He goes, "Well, I looked in the pantry. There was garbanzo beans. I named myself Garbanzo." And I was
wow.
like, "Wait, hold on,
That's
seriously?" And he's
I
like,
like that.
"Yeah, seriously." And I thought, man, at first I thought that's lazy,
But
but
no, that he got a download. He
I'm
he
saying
he
it
received the
works.
message,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
And like you've got a great name because you put the time and energy into understanding mnemonics, which is about sound, right? How it
Yep.
sounds, how it is to
Yeah.
say it.
And then that
Uh,
alliteration,
alliterate exactly.
so smooth, the same letter,
Where like
it
with
sticks more.
Garbanzo, he came up with it quickly. But here's the thing: he's developed that into a beautiful brand, into a name that
Exactly.
we know.
That's the beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? You can create, but not a lot of people have the ability, to really flourish their name. Some of them I'll be like, all right, some people change their names multiple times because they
Hmm.
haven't found that
But
yet.
that's bad. That's bad, and that's what we're
Yeah,
talking. That's why
I
we're
would
talking
I would
about
say don't
this.
change your name that much.
Yeah.
You have like a in this type of industry, like the streaming, this type of stuff. When you're streaming, you only have like a few times to change your name. The very first, as you start,
Mhm.
somewhere midway, all right, midway where some people know you, you're getting some numbers,
Mhm.
stuff like that. But if you wait till you're at like 50, 60, 70, 80 viewers, then you go from so smooth to Mr. Seven, or you know, Mr. T, or something crazy that doesn't even make sense. You see what I'm saying? And you
Mhm.
got to go with the word sense. Sense is, yes, you have to feel it.
Mhm.
You go with something that can't be felt. Like I feel like my name can be felt. Like so smooth. Damn,
Definitely. You're
damn, yo,
honestly, you've got one of the best names that I've run across with any streamer, just because
I
it's
appreciate that.
catchy, right? You want to say it. It's fun to say. It's memorable. It's like we were talking about the mnemonics, the alliteration, the way you say it, the way it rolls off your tongue. It's clean.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I was reading
No, you can
Crash
ignore chat. You
Bandicoot.
can ignore chat until we get towards the questions.
Okay,
We don't
I'm
take
sorry. Crash
questions.
Bandicoot.
We'll take questions later on, guys. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot was actually one of the guests here on Fireside Chats. Real awesome dude. He's a UK streamer. I love him a lot. But he says, "What if one day things don't go smooth? They always go smooth on that stream. That's why it's called so smooth." All
Yeah,
right.
you get out. Sometimes you just gotta make it work.
Now here's it. Well, we can even say this though. There, I didn't know this to begin with. I'll be honest. I started streaming March 1st. I streamed 112 days straight.
Mm.
Not intentionally. I didn't set out to. I just did. And after a
Yeah, just happened.
while,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm still streaming. Oh, I've got a streak going. Let's see how long I can keep the streak going. I
Yeah,
honestly
yeah,
kept
yeah.
it going probably a month too long because
Okay.
there were certain days I was not feeling it, right? I
I
don't
got you.
I'm medically retired. Sometimes I have spinal stuff, sometimes brain injury stuff. There's some days I should have just not streamed.
Yeah.
So that's something I actually had to learn the hard way, which is you got to listen to your schedule, you got to listen to your body, right?
Yep.
We all have lives, kids,
Yep.
relationships, jobs, something else. You got to take care of your physical form or you're not going to be able to keep streaming.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You gotta take care of yourself because you're the force. You're the driving force of whatever your brand is and whatever you're trying to put
Mhm.
out. And if you're,
You're the
yeah,
product. right?
exactly. And you have
Mm-hmm.
people following this product. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, going left, they're gonna go left with you. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
if you acting crazy going right, they're gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna go find somebody else that's going left. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna you just gonna you're just gonna lose your way. You can't lose your way. You gotta, you still have to always think of yourself because it's not being selfish. It's just you're taking care of yourself.
Well, and
And
it's something I've learned too since I've been streaming a while is people like with you and I, we're very similar. We always are smooth. We always got these chill vibes. We always got
yeah,
some mellow music,
yep,
right? We're not screaming. We're not cussing. What well, I do a little bit of cussing, but not like crazy.
yeah,
But people come into the channel because the energy that you put off, right? Some people like that high level hype energy. Some
yep,
people like that mellow energy. So
yep,
if you're always smooth and then all of a sudden you're screaming and yelling and cussing, you're going to drive
hmm,
off your community that you built that whole time being
exactly.
smooth.
And on that character, on that frequency.
Hmm.
So next thing you know, you're portraying something else. You turn into this, raging streamer that you normally wouldn't be. You're always frustrated. And it's like, what happened? You used to be so calm and, collected. And then, so you don't want that. You always want to think about, how you're going to, how you feel because how you feel goes and the energy is transferred onto other people.
Sure, and
You know?
but in the inverse of that, the opposite, don't try to fake something you're not, right? If
Yep.
you're a hyper individual, don't try to fake a smooth stream. Just be
Yep.
hyper streamer.
Yep.
There are
That's
plenty of
true.
people that like that level of energy,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
when you start streaming, be yourself. Period. No matter what, be yourself. Don't pander to the crowd because the
Yeah.
crowd will change based on how you act. And if you're
Yep.
acting some way that's not natural to you, you're going to confuse your audience and you're not going to have consistent levels of viewership.
Yep. That's absolutely right. Yep. And
So,
a lot of up and coming streamers don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
mhm,
feel like, you know, that's it's critical for like shows like this, talks like this to talk about that, give streamers other tips. Because in a
mhm,
sense,
mhm,
you have streamers that just started and don't really know. They have the ability to buy a computer, buy a camera, buy some games, and go live, you know? And then the next thing you know, that starts messing with their head and
mhm,
they weren't this type of way when they, before there was a nice guy or whatever, nice girl. Then when they started streaming, they started messing with their psyche and they
mhm.
started
And it
feeling
can
happy.
too.
Yep.
It can too. Something that I've really heard as a consistent theme among streamers, especially since I've been doing the show, is that there is a level of depression that sets in after you turn the camera off, right? Because you got
Yeah.
that hype, you got that interaction, you're
Yeah.
getting donations, there's people chatting. Then you turn the camera off and it's quiet and you're by yourself,
Yep.
right? So what I would say about that is you have to learn how to take care of yourself, right? You got to get sunshine, you got to drink
Yep.
water, you got to get rest. Also,
Yep.
very important, you need human interaction, face to
Yeah.
face interaction with other human beings.
Yep.
So
That's true.
try to get out of the house on a consistent basis if you're a regular streamer. It will help your mood dramatically.
Yep. Yep. Go outside, you know, especially when it's like windy or before a rainstorm. Get those, those negative ions, get
Mm,
that flowing through you. It'll help with the inflammation. It'll
mhm,
get your stress down. Like that's why in my stream, I take the midstream break. I'll go outside, take a couple deep breath, you know, do my thing. You just put your good feelings out, whatever you have going on, whatever, let it go, and then you come back. You got
mhm.
to learn how to take a break, get your mind clear. You have to learn how to clear your mind because we weren't taught that in school.
Oh no.
All right. You know what I'm saying? We weren't taught that in school. It was do this, learn that, pass this damn test. Do this, learn that, get this degree. You know what I'm saying? So now you're in a whole nother, a lot of us, we didn't think we were going to be streaming in high school. You know what I'm saying? In college,
Right.
military, 'cause I know you're a military person. You
Mhm.
didn't, streaming never even crossed your mind. But now it's like, you're doing, you're in this place, you're streaming, you're meeting new people, and it's like, damn, okay, how am I gonna deal with this? How am I gonna clear my mind of all this? Oh, damn, how am I gonna do it? You were never taught that.
I mean,
You know what
I'm
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 saying? And
40
then,
years old, and I started streaming at 40. So
yeah,
it was interesting because I thought, okay, I'm a strong person emotionally, mentally. I can handle this. I'm not so caught up in the number of likes or follows or
yep,
donations or right. However, even that being said, Smooth, it got to me. It messed with my
yeah,
head. I let it get to me, and I didn't know it
yeah,
was getting to me. Right? Like you don't realize that you're kind of too close to it in the beginning,
yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah, you're very vulnerable.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? You're very vulnerable. You're in a very vulnerable spot. You know what I'm saying? You can get all this light with these viewers and this, that. You could blow up. You got hundreds of people watching you, and then when that goes away, it's like, oh man, then why ain't nobody watching me? What did I do? What did I say? What did I wear? Why did I play this game? I knew I should. You start second guessing yourself. So you don't
yeah,
want to be so
yeah,
attached when you first start to it because it's real attachment. The dopamine is real. The the
yes,
the instant gratification is there. You know what I'm saying? You got a lemon, an ice cream, a diamond, a ninja guinea. Oh my gosh, oh thank you, thank you, thank you. But the next day you want that again. You only get a few lemons and an ice cream.
mm,
You don't know how to deal with that.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? You're like, then that start messing with you. And it's like, oh man, like, why did I only get 10 ice cream? Why I only get an ice cream today? And yesterday I got a diamond.
mm.
Why didn't it come back? So you just don't wanna, you don't wanna have too many things going on, you
Well,
know?
don't base your sense of self worth on things that you can't control,
Is there exactly.
right?
If you
Like,
can't control it, then you can't control it. All you can do is accept it.
mm,
Accept that you can't control it. Now go on because there's things that you can control.
yes.
So you have to accept that too. See? You accept that there's things you can't control
Actually,
and there's things that go ahead.
let's make a point of that because I think you just hit on something that's very important, and that's something I personally struggle with or did. I'm kind of coming around, but we were talking about the partner requirements, the old partner requirements, the new partner requirements. It doesn't matter. The point is this: we can control our content, we can
Yep.
control our mood, we can
Yep.
control our consistency, right? We can control if we use social media or not, if we're being
Yep.
proactive with the alerts,
Yep.
but we can't control the number of viewers. We can't control the number of donations, the followers, the
Yep.
subscribers.
You can't
So,
control that.
the important thing to say here is don't worry about the things that you can't control. If you're not hitting the numbers with the things you can't control, then change, affect, move, improve, grow the things that you can control,
Yep.
right? Don't be frustrated. Don't get upset about I don't have enough viewers. Go out and get it like Smooth did. When I first interviewed Smooth, he didn't have all the transitions and the stickers and
Yeah.
I will
I didn't
call
have
it
nothing.
I'll call it costuming because I think that's a good word, right? The shirts, the logos, the hats, like there was certain
Yeah,
things
it's
you
more like yeah,
had, but
accessories, the yeah.
right. We all have
Yeah.
those. I wear a hat. I wear aloha
Yeah.
shirts. I like candles in the fireplace. These are
Yeah.
things that I've done and grown and changed because they fit my mood and improve
Exactly.
my sense of well being, which
Exactly.
improves the stream. Right? Like you even
Yep.
said when I asked you about the hat and the feather and the when the armband you started using that, you lit up. You couldn't wait to tell me about it.
Yep. Because I
Because
was like, it's this is all I did. I was gonna try to go, maybe too all out. I was like, no, keep it simple. I already came over here with the fedora and the feather.
hmm
Let me
hmm
just switch it up. Let me clean up. I just put a shirt on and I put my armband and I'm gonna leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if I add something else, I add something else. But right now, that's what it is. That way you get the consistent feel. That way I don't have to worry about nothing else.
Actually, something
Because
you did that I really, really like when you put that like cafe scene behind you.
oh
You
yeah, yeah,
started
yeah,
adding
yeah.
the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, the chills, yeah. Cause
Because
you be
you're,
watching me, a lot. I'm like, dang. And
dude,
that's the thing,
yep.
people be lurking. I'm like, I just I know I get these downloads and I start preaching and start going crazy.
Preach,
But
preach.
yeah,
Go ahead.
but I know that I'm starting to learn to accept that I have people that are gonna watch and not talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? And once I started putting that in my mind, like, okay, bro, you got people that's watching you. Don't just neglect the people that are always talking to you. No, you got people watching you. So the ones that aren't talking, talk to them. Give them, and I'll tell them, yo, I appreciate y'all, whoever's tuning in. I always try to, reach out to the ones that are listening. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, they'd be like, well, I just came in here 5 minutes ago and I appreciate your vibe or whatever, whatever.
Mm.
So I just definitely, try to do that because it's, you have a lot of people, that watch,
Well,
you know.
that's an important point. We talk about lurkers. They're kind of the backbone of your channel most days, right?
Yeah.
Like you got 10 people in there and two people are
Yep.
talking. That doesn't mean the other 10 people aren't listening. They're,
Yep.
like when you, dude, I'll be honest with you right now, just interviewing you, I'm trying to not check out. The reason is you got such a smooth voice that I'm
Oh,
used
you talking
to.
about not fall asleep?
Yeah, well, like my brain wants to relax and
Oh
turn
yeah.
off and just listen, right? Because a lot of times I turn your stream on and I'll be doing stuff around the house, right? I'll be
Yeah, I'm
cleaning.
sorry to interrupt, but that happened. That I had another streamer, I'm not gonna say his name, well, another viewer, and he was like, "Yo, I got you on the big screen while he was working out." You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I was like, "Wow, I'm in people's homes,
Hmm.
and that was one of the researches that in my research, like if you could make your way into a person's home, not just on their phone, but like on a bigger presence, like a TV and stuff like that,
Hmm.
then you're doing good. Like people, you're welcoming. You're I forgot what's the word I'm looking for. I guess you're like I don't know, approachable. You're
Hmm.
welcoming.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
people wouldn't mind letting you into their home because it's a channel. We're linked in.
Well,
You know,
we're providing entertainment.
yeah. And then when I hear people, yo, I got you on the big TV, I'm like, wow, like that's crazy. You know?
And that's another reason why I moderate my behavior and my speech because you never know who's got you
Yep.
turned on and who's listening.
Yep.
Right? It could be
Yep.
young kids, it could be old
Yep.
people, it could be
Yep.
somebody that you wouldn't say a certain thing if you were standing in front of them,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
true.
you got to be
That's true.
careful, like
Yeah.
moderate your behavior somewhat, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
have to censor yourself necessarily.
Yeah, you can be yourself, but you can just, I guess, you can be yourself a little bit. Damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mature,
Yeah.
respectful, I
Yeah,
don't know,
respectful.
grown
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
like I
Just have common sense. I mean,
I mean, I think being older, it's easier for me to understand that. Maybe some
yeah.
of the younger streamers don't really have those same boundaries,
Mm,
right? Because they
yeah.
don't know yet. They don't know that
Yeah.
different in social settings, certain
Yes.
things are appropriate depending on which social setting you're in,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
it's good to be yourself, but it's also good to moderate yourself as well.
Yeah. Just, watch what you say and, especially watch what you say because, all everything you say comes from your mind, it all comes out. So if you say something like, all right, you were thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that back because you said it. You
See,
really, once you say it, you can't take it back. But if you didn't say it, it's in your mind. Nobody really, you can say whatever you want in your mind, you know?
well, so and you kind of hit on another point, a different angle about the same thing, which is what you say is who you are, is what you become. So
Yep.
you're saying moderate yourself because it affects who you are as a human being,
Yep.
right? Not only
Yep.
does it affect what other people are and what they hear and what they become, but it's clearly affecting you,
Yep.
right? So I've seen, I'm sure we both have seen a little bit, not too much because we're not in that crowd, but there's been some hate and discontent amongst streamers, even on D Live, right? A
Yeah, I've
few.
seen it. Yeah.
So people attacking each other on stream, people attacking each other on social media.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. I don't
Yeah,
listen to it. If I'm in your stream and you're going off, I'm gone, right?
yeah,
Like I don't have that time.
I don't try to watch and even catch somebody's side because I feel like now I know something that I didn't even wanna know, and I don't wanna go off of that judgment just because you don't like that person and come across this person and, I'm lingering off of your energy that you have, on this person. So I'm like,
Mm.
"Nah." I'm like, You in your feelings today? Alright, Imma go watch somebody else."
Hmm.
So it's like you could be in your feelings, but you gotta learn to let it out in the open off camera and
Yeah,
just get
maybe
back
your
to your regular self.
stream isn't the best place to vent.
Yeah, I know it's an outlet. I know streaming is an outlet for people. It's therapeutic, but I mean, something just gotta let go out in reality. Not always in the live stream.
Right, right. And so basically, the only reason I mention that is because if these fireside chats and live podcasts we're doing, part of it is about getting to know the streamer on a personal level, but it's also we're trying to help new streamers, even new viewers to streaming, to live streaming, understand
Yep.
how to do it, right? How to
Yeah.
do it well. Because and what it comes down to is respect, right?
Yeah.
Be respectful as a viewer, be respectful as a streamer. You're gonna go far. You're gonna do
Yeah.
well.
Exactly. You're gonna go very, very far. And you just have to be yourself. You can't get caught up in the hype. Okay, because he shaved his head and got 100 viewers, and then you want to shave your head too. No, it's like
Mm,
that was for him at that specific moment in time.
mm,
You have to see, and now if you're worrying about that, you just wasn't able to receive your specific moment in time.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So because you was worried about somebody else's moment in time, and their moment, you caught up in their moment, you missed your moment. You know
Well,
what I'm
I
saying?
want to
So
just say out loud: quit shaving your damn beards for donations. Keep your beards,
right,
man.
I'm telling you,
Love your beard. It's a living
I'm
thing.
telling
It
you,
deserves your love and respect. Stop shaving them off.
yeah, and keep
Save
your
the beard.
masculinity. It helps
Hashtag
with your
save
masculinity,
the beards.
right? I remember when I was working. Before I was streaming, I always had to shave my beard. I always had to shave my beard because I had to wear a respirator.
Mm,
Because I worked in a lead recycling plant,
mm,
and next thing you know, it was like my face wouldn't breathe. I was breaking out because I knew it. Because before I had that job, like I was outside. I was more outgoing, and once I got the job, I was like, huh. Like
mm.
I was there for 12 hours, I couldn't leave because lead poison, lead that's all over you and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, and it was a very very tough place because I didn't want to be at the job. I know I wanted to full time stream, but I didn't have the confidence because I'm like, all right, is it gonna pay for what I need? So then I had to do a lot of spiritual work, go inside and really be like, look, I have enough. I'm in abundance. I have more than enough that I need. There's more than enough viewers out here for me to support my channel. And then once you start telling yourself those things, you start believing in those things. And it's like,
Mm.
okay, damn, my 5 viewers was enough. My 10 viewers was
Hmm.
enough. And then it starts climbing up, and you just start appreciating what you have, and then you just go on from there. You know,
Well,
that was the
something I
biggest thing.
realized with the like you were talking about viewer count and stuff. If if there are too many people in your chat, it scrolls. It scrolls fast, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
hard to keep up, right?
yeah, it's
And
hard.
and the more people you have, the more likely it is that there'll be a few toxic people mixed in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are trying to derail your good time or
Yep.
derail the chat. It's I like having a small channel still, right? I do a Thursday night game night every week where we play Jackbox games, interactive games
Yeah.
for the audience. Most of those games are 6, 8 people, right? There, that's the max you can play is like 8 people. So if there's 100
Yeah.
people in your stream and only 8 can be in the game, that's frustrating for most of the people in your stream, right?
Yeah. That
So
makes sense.
while
Yeah.
your channel's small, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the
Why? Yeah.
intimacy.
Exactly. While it's small. Exactly. Because I
Yeah.
know big time Twitch streamers. I heard Ninja say, a lot of big time streamers like, I can't even play the game because you have so many people going to that server trying to kill you. Going to that.
Mm-hmm.
Going. Just
Stream
you got people.
sniping.
Yeah, stream sniping and really on your butt, going to these conventions, tracking you down. They fall in love with you. You know, and because they really fall in love with your energy because you make them feel so
Hmm.
good.
Exactly.
So you can't be upset because they're only human. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
When you find somebody that give you good energy, you can't help but just be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we can't be upset with people.
Well, I
Why
think
they?
you and I have built our channel specifically on the vibe,
Yeah,
not on the
I think so
content,
too.
right? Not
Yeah,
on what we're wearing, not on
yeah,
our overlays or transitions, on the
yeah,
vibe we put out. But we've improved the overlays and the
yep,
transitions and what we're doing with ourselves and behind
yep.
us and all that because we've learned how to be better streamers. And
Exactly, to match the vibe. To match everything up.
yeah, it's incredibly important to have something unique to offer.
Yes.
Don't just go see, well, what are the top
Yep.
5% on this on D Live doing? Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's not gonna
Yep.
work.
It's not gonna work because they're already doing it.
It's being right, it's being done. Right. For me, I started playing games even though I wasn't a gamer. I had to buy the computer, I had to buy the games, I had to try to learn how to play them. And I
Yeah.
realized nobody wants to watch somebody learn how to play a game, right?
Mm.
They want to watch people that know how to play and are slaying it. So,
But sometimes people might watch because they're learning as well.
well, now
Some.
people are watching me play new games because they're there for me
Well, yeah,
and
that
they
too.
like that I laugh and cry and get,
Yeah.
they watch the emotions as I progress through basically through learning,
Yeah.
and that's enjoyable to them as well. But they actually
Yes.
have to get to know you first to
Yeah,
to
that's
be on
true.
that level.
Yeah. That's key. That's the key. These regulars, these people coming in, day out, they are attracted to you. You make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? So don't
Hmm.
take that for granted. Because that's a streamer came in to my stream and he was like, he felt depressed and he felt like, everything is pointless. Life is pointless. I'm like, you can't say that's big to say. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big to say that this is all of this is pointless. Like, come on. You gotta you gotta really think about that because now you're just completely ending everything. Like just everything is pointless. Like the sun, the moon, the stars,
Right? You ain't paying
the
attention if you think it's
yeah,
pointless.
the air, the trees, like, just I don't I just it hurts. It doesn't hurt. Okay, I'm not gonna say it doesn't hurt, but it kind of shakes your vibration a little bit when somebody's like, "Yo, you can't find nothing." I know it's hard. I know you've been going through some stuff, but this you gotta be able to find something that's pointless. Your daughter, son, a
Hmm.
girlfriend, a dog, a cat, a bird, going to this spot, going to this job, going to this cafe, something. You can't just be like, "Oh, this is all pointless. Nothing else to do here." Like, no. You have to open up your mind. It'll be like you gotta try something different. Especially if you're thinking like that, you might have to leave where you living. You might have to
Hmm.
go to another city. You might have to
Hmm.
go to another state. You might have to go up the street, up the block. You might have to go somewhere where you can see something different. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're seeing the same stuff, obviously it's gonna look pointless to you because you keep seeing the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have to go and try to um just experience different things, and like today, like I watched one of my have you heard of Ralph Smart? I'm sure you heard of Ralph Smart.
I don't know. I don't think it doesn't
No,
ring a
Ralph
bell.
Smart. You would like him. He's very inspirational, um, very uplifting
Hmm.
YouTuber.
Okay.
Very, very uplifting. You know what I'm saying? He's a YouTuber,
Hold on. Let me write that down too.
Yeah, I think he'll help you with some things, dealing with some things,
Okay.
And um, I watched one of his videos today and a few of my viewers was like, that was deep, and he was talking about trying new things and not getting caught up in the same routine.
Hmm.
That's what in a sense when I hear that, I just heard that you're tired of doing the same thing over and over and over to the point where it's
Hmm.
pointless. That's what I hear, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta
So I
mix it
feel
up.
like, yeah, you got to mix it up. If it's pointless, you got to feel like that's real big to say that your life has no meaning. it's pointless. It's big to say that, and then you gotta that's those words weigh a lot in your psyche and your mental.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep telling yourself that, then you don't know, what's gonna happen. You're just gonna that negative energy is gonna play out more
So,
negative
so what do
things.
you do to keep yourself charged up?
Um,
Like if you're feeling down, what do you do to improve your mood?
Mainly I'll talk to my wife. I'll go outside. Um, you know, I'll take me a little herbs, here and there,
Hmm.
to relax, because some people they do a certain, substance and they attach it to a certain emotion. That's what
Mm.
you're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this stuff. Oh, drink responsibly. Oh, okay. But you've been seeing since, I Love Lucy, pop a cigarette and, has drink a beer, so
Did you just
we
say I
all,
love Lucy?
yeah, that just popped in my head.
How old are
That's the
you?
one.
How
I
old are
mean, I'm
you?
29.
Okay,
I'm
okay. I'll
29.
say that's like
I remember I Love Lucy.
you
I
educated.
love
Now
Lucy.
that's like 50
Yeah.
years before you were born, I think, right?
So, but that's the only thing that popped in my head to portray that, the guy, the American life. You come home, you grab a cigarette, a long days of work, or pop a beer, So we all been subjected to that, So we all been given a substance of choice.
Like
You
being
know what I'm saying?
programmed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So now it's like, you got to figure out they're giving you something because they know they're gonna stress you out. You know what I'm saying? So here, you're gonna be stressed from work or whatever, but here's a cigarette and here's a little beer to calm your stresses. You know what I'm saying? But you can't depend on that all the time. Or you have to attach that substance to a more positive action, or
Mm.
or a more positive, thought process. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Mhm.
so if you're gonna, smoke some marijuana or whatever, but then you're gonna, watch some drama shows and stuff like that. It doesn't, you're always going to be in that drama. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, it's meant to relax you and go into your higher self and really go deeper into your emotions, tap more into your senses, but if you're doing something else that's detaching you, now you really, you're just, like not really using it to its purpose.
Mm.
Even for me, I want to find a different way to consume it. I want to consume it more in a healthier way. But with what I have and the knowledge that I know I'm gonna do it like this. But I'm aware, what's up is the difference. You gotta be aware.
Mm.
You can do something if you're aware. You can touch something hot if you know it's gonna get burnt. You know what I'm saying? Then hey, because you can take it. You see what I'm saying? Because you're aware. But if you're not aware and you're doing something, you're just gonna fall, you're gonna fall deeper.
So
So it's different.
you're talking about being in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spend
You
more
know.
time in your present moment.
Yep. Spend more time in your present moment. When you're done streaming, just cut it off. My wife's telling me that too. You know, just it's shut down, it's shut down. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the real world. Your channel's offline. You disconnected the link. You know what I'm saying? They go their way, you go your way. And then you guys meet up when the channel's open again. You know what I'm saying? And then people don't understand why they use the word channel. The channel is an energy word. You're
Hmm.
channeling something. You know what I'm saying? And I know we spoke on that before. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? When we first talked, we all have channels. TV has all these channels and they have all these programs going through these channels. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn how to cook, you watch the Network channel. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta see how that's going. So now we have channels. The Arthur Joe Holt channel. His channel is channeling, you know, great fireside chats. Chill games. Mechanics. This that. Okay. That's what you're channeling. And that's from you. That's from inside you going out to the people. You know what I'm saying? And in my channel, so smooth, where I'm channeling a vibration where it picks people up. You know, the game is just something to pass time. The game is just something bringing us in common.
Hmm.
Just chatting is bringing us here. Seeing that they provided us a platform to connect with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always connected to these technologies. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let that shake you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back into the real world, get back into your mind, and figure out what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go, or you're just going to be following everybody. Because what do? You follow these channels. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like you got to get in your own lane and do your own thing, and you got to clear your mind relax, go outside, talk to somebody that this is big. You have to talk to somebody that not thinks like you, but understands the way you think.
Mm,
Not somebody that's always gonna, oh, well, you need to do this before you do that. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm trying to build some fire. Are you gonna give me some wood to fuel my fire so I can get on and popping so we can get this thing on the road? Or are you just gonna try to, feed me a little spark, a little Tyndall, you know what I'm saying? A little kindling. I need people that's gonna put logs in my fire, boost me up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you need boosted up, I'm right there. Yo, what's going on? You having a good day? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
What's going on? And then I know with my trial, with my test run today,
mm,
with opening up my stream up and just chatting, I seen great numbers. So that's one thing I'm gonna start doing. The first hour of my stream or the first 45 minutes, I'm gonna open up just chatting, let people come in, settle down. People at
mm,
work, they hear you here. Let's talk for a little bit, and then we can go on to the game. And then I'm working on my schedule, so I'll be trying to stream it at nighttime. That way I can extend the night. I'm really trying to focus on less interruptions, more quality streams,
mm.
and that way if I'm all over the place, you guys are gonna be all over the place. You don't know when I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be talking about this. I'm gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna be doing that, and I don't want to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
want to, you know, direct my channel. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
do you have a regular schedule now that you could tell
Now,
people?
yeah, it's in my about me section. I'm probably gonna change it to from from 10 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it. It's in that same time frame. It's just like an hour difference. So right now it's currently 10 a.m. Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern, and then Saturday, Sundays, no, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sundays I'm gonna do some night streams. To catch the nighttime audience and
Mm,
kind of, you know, I guess maybe like see if I can reach more people in that different type of energy because the daytime have a different energy and
mm-hmm.
nighttime has a different energy. So I feel like, you know, I've been told that my stream is and my channel has it can carry either way.
Well,
You know what
we
I'm saying? So I feel
don't,
like
you can't be conflicting with your late night smooth jazz radio DJ gig you got going.
yeah, So and I don't want to. I want to start doing that. And maybe something where I really focus on the topic, or something where I, just really focus on certain things. If we're gonna play a game, I'm gonna play this game this type of way, and really, really trying to make it more interactive and try to include the people. And then if people just lurking, just really try to just make it enjoyable for them, just to relax, no
Well,
matter what I'm doing.
something I've learned, used to start, I'm Central Time, which is just basically 1 hour difference from you. And
Yeah,
I had started streaming like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. till like 2 or 3. My
yeah,
audiences were always consistent but very small because most people are at work or at school
yeah.
or
That's
busy.
true.
So I
That's
started
true.
streaming later now. I might not start till 2 or 3 p.m. And then what happens is if you start, let's say 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, or we'll say 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, because that's when I like to start, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time for you.
Yeah,
You got to think the UK guys are 6 hours ahead of us. So if we
yeah,
start at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, we're catching
yeah,
people in the evening in the UK, but also in the early evening in the US. So you have a wider range of viewers available to you as it gets later in the day.
yeah.
And
Exactly.
I've actually found more success now just starting 2 hours later, right? So
Ah, really?
you've got to kind of like do what you do, but then move it around a little bit during the
Yeah, you
day
have to. You
to
gotta.
find your
Yeah, to
audience.
your sweet spot. Exactly. 'Cause everyone has a sweet spot,
Hmm.
especially in this streaming thing. Everyone's in a. And then when you, if your sweet spot don't work for other people, they're gonna make their way around to your schedule,
Well, and
because
I've
if they
even
wanna.
had like regular viewers tell me I really like your stream, but I'm at work right now, right? So you might catch them for a little bit during their lunch break. And I
Yeah,
really, dude, I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate that
yeah,
somebody's
I
at
appreciate
work
that.
busy and that
Exactly.
they're going to drop in for a half hour during their lunch.
Yep.
That,
Yep. Because that's your time. That's your lunchtime. Stuff like that. So
you know,
that's greatly appreciated. A
it
lot of
really
streamers
is.
appreciate that.
But what I wanted to say was, I because I respect my viewers, I'm starting to move my time later so that they can get home from work, so that they can
Mm,
relax, so that they can spend more time with me and enjoy not having to rush, right? Like trying to
yeah,
cram in
yeah,
30 minutes of entertainment when really they
yeah,
want to hang out for 2 or 3 hours and
yep,
chill out.
yep. And that's why I would stream for 4 hours, but it would conflict with a little bit of the house time,
Mm,
with watching the girls and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, let's shorten it down to 2 to 3 hours. But then if it's every day, then it's different. You know what I'm saying? So you're
mm,
not really missing out. Then they know I can watch you for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
And then they can, if they're open, they're open. You know what I'm saying? And then if they got a show or if they got to go somewhere for an hour and you come back, they know, okay, I'm gonna see you when I see you, or I see you tomorrow. So it's yeah, it's trying to get the schedule down with everyone because all these time zones, it really it's kind of not difficult, but you just gotta play with it.
So we kind of skipped over this early on, and I always like to kind of make sure I get this in. If you don't mind sharing your first name with the audience, I would
Oh,
appreciate
my
it.
first name?
Yeah,
Gens.
Guens, which
Gens.
is
Yes.
Guens. I
Yes.
happen to know that because we did this a few months ago.
Yeah.
Um, but you prefer smooth or so smooth, right?
Yeah. So smooth, smooth. Yeah.
Okay, so
Even when I talk to people in real life and I don't want to give my name, I'll be like, me and my wife, we have a common name that we give these people. Like if we're ordering food or stuff like that, we just use CJ. It's just something that
okay,
it's just
okay.
okay. We use CJ. But if I'm coming across somebody, and I'm I'm probably gonna be in associates with them and talk with them. I'll be like, they call me Smooth. And if it's like, official, they get the real name.
Hmm.
And then, so
So
yeah.
your first name's Skins, and you are married. We've talked about that a little bit, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
and you
Married to
said
Mama Lions.
you've been Mama Lioness is your wife, and you guys have
Yes.
been together. You said what, since 2011.
Yes. 2011. We met in 2011.
Nice.
And then we got married. Then I don't
Uh
want to
oh.
say anything wrong.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
She answered the
You
question of
better get this right.
we got married November 8th,
What?
2000 and I don't know what
Oh
year. That's
shit. Here
bad.
we go. Oh no. Okay, let's change
No,
the subject.
2013. 2013.
All right. I was like, we could change the subject. I should have prepped you that I was going to come
Yeah,
at
you
you with
should
that one.
prep
Sorry,
me
man. Sorry, man.
because she's watching.
I know she's watching. All right. So
I'm sorry, baby.
and you have three
Put it
daughters,
on the
right?
spot. I know.
I'm
Yes,
right
we do.
about that, right? You have three daughters.
Yeah.
So you have one daughter. Your older daughter is how old now?
5.
Okay, so you have a 5-year-old daughter, but you also have twin girls.
Yes.
And how
Yes.
old are
Twin
your
girls.
baby girls?
There are one. There will be two next week, July 3rd.
Oh, so they're almost two. Man, I can't believe they're
Yep.
almost 2 years old already.
I know. I
That's
know.
amazing. So this is a really great question to ask and to share, just for sharing information for new streamers that are married, that have kids, that work, that are trying to figure out how to stream. What have you learned about streaming and how it affects your family? And what kind of changes have you made in order to make that a more ideal arrangement, so you could still support your family?
I know when I first started streaming, it was so new and like I said, the instant gratification, you in the hype, you're getting followers, so it was almost like an addiction, what I'm saying? Like, all right, the stream,
Right.
let's get these followers going, this, that. But then once I started doing some spiritual work and I was like, okay, like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Then I gotta let go of other things. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Mm.
put all my focus on this because I gotta focus on other things to allow me to do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I was like, me and my wife was like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to balance this out. You know what I'm saying? With twins and then, my 5-year-old's good, she listens, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't really have to get on her that much, but the twins, they really got a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of energy.
Mhm.
Their crying is draining. You think they're okay, they had some food, everything's good, and it's just a song and dance, and then you know what? I don't even want to stream. And it's like, oh, I don't want to stream. But and then now me and my wife, now that this is like I do this full time, it's like we have to make things work effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it where, you know, this time, done. You know what I'm saying? We do it together, and then she streams at her time, done. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody asked me to come into her stream, I was like, no, that's her time. I already
Mm.
got my time. You want to watch me come through 10 a.m. But whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I try to. That's her thing. I try to. I'm there to support and chat, but I ain't got. That's her. I'm not here to interfere. She got her own light. You know what I'm saying? She got her own energy. So
So
but
mutual
we
respect and mutual support is what's given the two of you what you need to be full-time streamers now.
yeah, now, yeah, because when we first started, I was streaming and she wasn't really streaming. She would support, but she wasn't really streaming. We'll stream like, when we started on Ustream and the PlayStation through the Playroom and stuff like that. And then when I started, because they eventually deleted that and we weren't able to do that anymore. So we were forced to go to YouTube and another platform, and then that wasn't really working. And then that's when it kind of like the streaming together.
Mhm.
That's when it stopped because they took that up. And then the people jacked that thing up, man.
Now, how did that work? Like when you say you streamed together, you were both sitting in front of the camera at the same time?
Yep, she'll have a chair, I have a chair, and we go live.
And what
Yeah.
so what would you say is the major difference between streaming together and now you both having your own separate time to stream?
Um,
Like what did it really change for you guys?
um,
I mean,
that
did
you got. I mean, the biggest thing is that you're kind of like you're not by yourself, but then you're on camera by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like but you got the support of people in the chat. I'm there in the chat, she's in my chat, but it's kind of like your own thing. Before it's both of us. It's kind of hard to attack two people. You know what I'm saying?
oh, so you
But
saying you were supporting each other on the stream where now you kind of got to lean on the viewers for support? Is that what you
no, no,
mean?
no, no. We still support each other as viewers and stuff like that. I'm meaning like as far as like because we dealt with a lot of like people coming in talking junk, saying nasty stuff, this, that when we were together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But it didn't affect us because we were together. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hear what you're talking about. Look, we these trolls will come in heavy. Like I'm talking about heavy. You know what I'm saying? So this word, that word, whatever, 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 just coming in with complete negativity. But it didn't phase us because I'm like, look, y'all don't know us. You know what I'm saying? So, we was in that mindset where you really can't talk to us because we know we got a good vibe out here. So whatever you talking about is really you just talking about how you feel on the inside about yourself.
Mm,
So
right, right.
once we found that out, we were like, ain't nobody could really say nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? So we just came on, kept streaming. Kind of gave us a booster. So all that streaming, it kind of helped us when we streamed on our own channels. We none of that real troll stuff really we don't really see none of that stuff. Like
Did
none of that
it
stuff really phases us.
did it change your content though? Like what you were actually doing and streaming when you were together versus now having your own channels?
In a sense, I mean, we were just chatting, pretty much what me and you doing right now,
Oh, okay.
but not with no overlays and stuff like that. It was just, it was more living room type, in the house, and people were in the living room, so it was like more home based. No overlays. There was no, no like retweeting how you could retweet right now and stuff like that. So it was more like just, you got a camera, you got your PlayStation, which allows you to stream to a certain platform, and you go live in your living room.
Mm,
So it was more simpler. It was more simpler. But then yeah, we didn't play no games. It was just chatting streams, just us talking to each other, and then whoever come in, because we'd start talking to each other, and then next thing you know, we got 5 people, and
mm.
we just talk and just laugh. It was fun. Those are good streams, man. Those are good
Are you
streams.
guys gonna do like throw one of those in just for fun every ever?
Yeah, we're gonna, especially as the girls get older. Yeah, we're gonna do some IRL streams. 'Cause I know we're going canoeing.
Hmm.
So I know kind of want to get some things, at least like a phone case, like waterproof phone case, so I would do some IRL streams like that. because we could each be the camera, the cameraman, camerawoman. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying? And we
sure.
could film. And I know that we're not always gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always gonna be streaming from the computer desktop because
Mhm.
we're gonna build a tiny home and we're going into this minimalist lifestyle.
Mhm.
We let a lot of things go already, so now we're kind of going down this route. So we're not always gonna be in a setup. So we already know this is not definite.
Mhm.
Eventually we're gonna find, somewhere nice, homestead, build a homestead and, you know, do it like that. So but that takes time, we gotta get this. We're gonna build a step van. We're gonna build a tiny home from a step van. So I'm gonna get my handyman work on, but all that stuff we can learn it. YouTube is there. We'll be able to learn everything we need to learn and start living for ourselves and controlling the more was the what's the word controlling more aspects of our lives, being in control, trying to grow our own food, living off of certain free energies that are out here that people don't know about, and stuff like that, and really, starting to get away from the modern day things and kind of going into, what we know and kind of taking that and branching off and just do our own thing, live peacefully,
Sure,
because
sure.
it's possible, man. There's people out here just, I know like you buy, you got your own spot, you relax. It seems like you got water. You can, push your thoughts out there. You can go for a walk. You got cool people you can come in contact with, your neighbors, this, that. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have too many things pulling you in too many directions. You know what I'm saying?
But
When you're in
that
the
was
city,
that was intentional though. That, like you were saying, you have to create that reality.
exactly, exactly. So I'm sure you created that reality for yourself.
Mhm.
Like, I want to be here, away from these certain people, but near X amount of people, and just where nobody really knows me, but I can, observe and be aware of my surroundings and stuff like that. So, you know, so I like that. That's why when we met, I was like, this guy's cool, man. Like, this guy's talks about the energy, knows about the energy. He's been through things in his life, so he's not just some guy, what I'm saying? Like, he has experienced things, what I'm saying? Like, he has a good energy. So that was good. And then we met, I was like, yo, this guy's an interviewer of D Live. I just got interviewed by the man on the interviewer
Yep.
of D Live.
And then
That's what
here
I was
you
thinking.
are
I'm like,
again.
yeah, I
I
was like, this guy is
love
like
it.
the number one guy that interviews people. And I
So
was like,
so
go ahead.
let's get into a little bit of like how to help. We always like to help new streamers. That's a big part of this the fireside chats. So if you there's it's a two-part question. If we're trying to encourage new streamers and help them be successful. So two things. Number one, what's something definitely don't do? It's going to mess you up as a streamer. And number two, what's probably your best tip to help new streamers to be successful?
Okay, so number one is a don't like a no, a complete no. That's something you don't do. Um, don't watch other streamers and try to aspire to be them. You know,
Hmm.
like, all right, I'm gonna get this hat like him or like her, or I'm gonna do a certain theme like her that I heard or she did or he did.
Hmm.
Don't try to model too much off of other people. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Try to, even though you don't know too much, but still trying to find your own way. But seek help. Seek help, but don't seek too much help because you gotta be able to, manifest your channel and manifest your things on your own, especially when you're streaming. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to do things on your own because that person's not gonna be there. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So you're doing this certain thing like this person, you bring these certain type of people that you're not ready for. You know what
So
I'm
just
saying?
be
So
yourself.
be yourself. That'll be the biggest thing. Don't model too much off another streamer.
Okay.
Just that'll be the biggest.
And that's it.
Don't
That's the
do.
biggest don't. So what about the biggest tip to help them?
Um, Almost piggybacking off of that,
Hmm.
find someone that you do like, but that you can like you have this okay, you got this model, right? But then like I said, don't model too much, but find somebody like, I like that, I like that too. But then you gotta know you do your own thing. You have to find your uniqueness. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You have to be able to find your uniqueness and and find what you're gonna do, you know, as a streamer. You gotta be able to find your uniqueness. Something that and only you know that. You know what I'm saying? Only you as the individual know that ain't nobody can do this like me.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest things I would say try, to do is definitely um be be as unique as possible.
mm,
Try to stand out as much as possible. Like try to be in your own lane. Like really try to be a one of a kind. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? Like Joe Holt, that's a one of a kind. Ain't
mm,
nobody on here D Live like that. So smooth, that's one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? So you have to try to, even in the midst of it feels so hard, like, damn, this person's already doing it. Well, you gotta do it a different way. I'm sorry. That's straight to the point. You have to do it a different way. So find a way to be one of a kind where it's you may be doing something the same way, but you're doing it come so different that it makes you one of a kind. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because that's the biggest thing, you know, find yourself, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have something. You have something. We all have something. We all here for a
mm.
reason. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? We all here for a reason. Whatever time it is at this specific moment, we're all here. Because I know I'm hosting Joe's channel, so we're sitting on some good numbers right now. So there's people that are in here, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and if you're listening, find a way to be one of a kind because you are one of a kind. There's nobody else like you. So you got to be able to take that and grow off of that, So that's one of the biggest don'ts and the don't and the do's on my side. Best way I can help people, you know, is just you got to be the one kind that you are, and that's just got to do you. You got to do you. Love yourself, and nobody can tell you nothing because if you love yourself, people can love you.
Hmm.
Who's not gonna love you if you love yourself? They cannot not love you if you love yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people
So
feed off your energy too. You
yeah,
know, like
it's go ahead.
like you said earlier in the show. If you're in a bad mood, you're gonna turn people to a bad mood. But if you're
Yep,
in there chilling and loving on people, even if somebody's in a bad mood, now you're gonna lift them up.
yep. Your energy is transferred. Energy is always transferred from them. You shake a hand, you give a hug, you even give them eye contact and wave. You guys are sending energy to each other all day, every day. We're transferring energies. So you just kind of want to be in the most positive mind frame. I know it's hard. We got things going on, bills, this, that, kids driving us crazy, but we can always find that time to be like, okay, take a deep breath and let me fall back in line. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
give somebody a good interaction. It don't have to be, even if you're salty, you don't got to always throw that salt on somebody else and now they feel salty.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then next thing you know, it's passed down the line, and then she gets home, and he gets home, and he's salty from your conversation, and he passed it on to his wife, and then my wife got upset to and she's talking to her sister, and then it's just the energy just is so it's so contagious both ways. The negative and the positive energy is both contagious. So
Hmm.
we just got to be careful out here, fellow streamers, viewers, because viewers have a big, 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 big part in the streamers. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys can change the feeling of a streamer just by saying hello. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? In that instant, saying hi, saying what's going on, you change that. Yes, you change that person's frequency. Especially that person has a long day. I was watching a streamer. Me and my wife went in there, and we showed her some love. We were talking to her, and she started crying, and I was like, I didn't even try to, I didn't even know the thing that I was talking about, the question that I asked was going to make her cry. But, that's just the energy that we have. We have that energy that to open people up, you know what I'm saying? And to really make people feel good. And it's like, I don't take that for granted. I feel like, that's a gift. That's one of my talents, and I'm working on my intuition, to tap into my intuition and tap into myself and really, command myself in a way when I'm live, I'm really raising people's energy up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I got to make sure I'm good too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm at 110, I can give you the 10. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm at 110. I'm already super duper hype. You know, I have enough energy to, all right, let's go, let's get you hype. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm at like 75 and a viewer comes in and I'm not feeling too good and saying, man, you're so smooth, I appreciate you, I love you, man, you make me feel good. I'm back at 90. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I appreciate that, man. Like you picked me up with those words. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's how this energy exchange is working. You know what I'm saying? Like these viewers and D Live knows this. That's why we have this revolutionary reward system. D Live knows that the viewers are the only thing making this thing going. Yeah, you got because we're viewers too. We're streamers.
Mm-hmm.
All viewers are gonna eventually turn into a streamer. If not, you're just gonna, you're gonna be a supporter. You're always
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a supporter. So like the power of the viewer, it's you guys. You guys taking your time out, tuning in 1 second, 1 minute, it don't matter. It's you guys that are making us you're making you're making it work both ways. You got more people to interact with in chat. We got more people to talk to in the stream. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. That's why I love D Live, and D Live make it so easy to welcome people, to to donate to each other. The other platforms, you just like freaking bending somebody's arm just to get a sub. You know what I'm saying? Or and it's like I don't want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not telling nobody to sub to me. I'm just like, if you want to be a smooth criminal, hey, you already know what you got to do. See, that's the thing is, you everybody know what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? So why are we doing so much work? Why are we going so extra on it? We already know what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? We already know we can't control that, but we can control when there's 10 people in here. We can control how to keep those 10 people and take us to the 11th person, and that 11th person will take us to the 12th person. Then we might get a sub. Then you reach your goal. You know what I'm saying? But you got to come together first. You know what I'm saying? And the viewers out here, whoever's watching, you guys have the power. I don't care about Lino. I don't care about none of that. You have the power to change somebody's life and take them to the top. And then you both are gonna be at the top, the viewer and the streamer.
Mm-hmm.
So the streamer would never be alone at the top.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
one
So
tip that I would like to give people that goes along with what you're saying, if you're a new streamer, remember to respect and pay attention to your viewers.
yep,
Give give them credit for being there, to encourage them, talk to them directly, read your chat and respond to it. Without the viewers, we're just crazy people talking to ourselves,
yep,
right? Like a streamer
yep,
isn't a streamer without viewers,
yep,
right? So it's important to respect your audience, get to know them, welcome them into the chat when you see names that you see all the time. Be
yep,
friendly,
exactly.
because you're there with as many channels as available as on TV, with as many
Oh man.
websites as there are on the internet, with as much as there is to do at any given moment. The fact that they're going to get in here and hang out with us,
Yep,
I respect that. I
yep,
respect their time because that's
exactly.
the one commodity that we actually have on this planet is
Yep,
time.
yep.
So I really appreciate my audience and try to be encouraging to them.
I tell my audience I love them. I
Hmm.
tell them if nobody told you that they love you, so smooth loves you. And
Mm,
I tell them just like that because they may not have even heard it from their own parents,
mm,
or their own significant other for that time period of day. You know what I'm saying? And those
hmm,
words carry so much uplifting, vibration that you might change somebody's life by saying, it, especially if you really mean that shit. Like I'm talking about mean that shit, not just oh I love you, bro. No, like yo, I love you, man. I appreciate you.
hmm.
Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not out here just for you to enjoy the stream. No, you have to feel. My streams are something that you feel. All that
Yeah. Oh,
enjoying
yeah.
is an extra. You have to feel it. Like I'm in a feeling game. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the feeling. I'm in the energy game. I want to feel everything. I can sense when somebody comes in and say something sideways in chat. I can sense it. What you
Hmm.
mean by that?
Hmm.
And I'm gonna call them out right on it. What you mean by that? You trying to be funny? You trying to say this? You trying to say that? Because I already know what you mean by that. Because words carry vibrations. Written, said, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You can say something through a text, and somebody might get hyped and they might get upset. Oh, that's why they got exclamation marks and stuff like that. Just a way to express yourself through writing. You know what I'm saying? So you can the scent, the vibration is there. Everything can be felt.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? So
it's interesting that you say that because when I first started streaming, like I consider myself a positive individual, right? And a very open, loving, helpful person. But I wasn't necessarily opening myself up as much in the beginning. Right now, literally every single stream, I always end it with something like, wherever you are in the world, I love you. I hope
yep,
you're doing well. I'm sending you love and light and positive energy.
yep,
And that wasn't something that I sat down and thought, okay, I need to write some kind of a sign off. It
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
just developed because of the interaction, because of the friendship and the love and the family that I've found here on D Live. Right?
Yep.
I genuinely care about these people. I've already met a streamer, had them spend a week with me at my house on the lake that I met
Yeah,
on
you
D
told me
Live.
about that. You told me about that. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
And I plan on doing more of that, meeting, driving. I'm going to go to Texas here. There's a bunch of streamers in Texas that I
Really?
want to
I
meet.
would that would definitely be nice because me and my wife drove to Texas and I already know the way.
Let's go.
You know,
Houston. Where they're around Houston.
Houston, yo, we can definitely plan that out. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So people,
Save up some Lino for some gas money. That's pretty much what it is.
right?
I mean,
Well, they
I
have
do this
these.
full time, so
They
we
have
do this full
meetups,
time.
right?
You know?
Like PAX East, PAX South, PAX
Yeah,
West,
definitely,
but they're
definitely.
only once a year in each region. They
Yeah,
aren't doing them yet, like say in the
yeah,
UK. So what I'm saying to you guys that are listening, if you're a streamer, you're a viewer, you're a part of the D Live family, set up your own meet and greet. Set up your
that's
own
true. You
party.
can.
You don't gotta wait on D Live to set something up official.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
can
you
definitely set some things up.
yeah, you could be in these people's lives in a real way just because you want to. You don't need anybody's permission.
Yep, that's true. Because especially once you meet that person, like I mean, like I know my wife, she was talking about when we met that YouTuber in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like Houston. I've been there. I already met somebody in there, so it's nothing to do it. But when I know sometimes it's hard to initially do something. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? To take that first step.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm about to meet this person. You don't know how it's gonna be, but you already been talking to him. You already guys been intimate. You guys have conversation. We have conversations.
Hmm.
So in a sense, you're ready.
Well, like you and
You
me,
know.
I feel like if I meet you in person, we're gonna hug it out like we've known each other for years, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like we're just
'Cause
gonna be
it
chill
just feels like it
immediately.
feels like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
So
a it's
that's the
just
good thing.
incredible part about D Live is among all the streaming platforms, it has more of that family vibe,
Yeah.
that positive energy that than anywhere else that I've found so far.
I never been on a platform where it's like people like they got. I mean, I know Twitch they got a family, but everyone tries to like put the kid up and stream. Professional, professional. Put the kid up, stream, professional, professional. D Live is like you see kids in the stream and
Mm,
you hear kids in the background and it's a lot. D Live is a lot more forgiving. On parent streamers. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Especially
mm-hmm,
starting out. I feel that some people they actually might stick through that little crying moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why, if you're a parent streamer, got baby, tip, try to have your mute ready. You know what I'm saying? Make a mute key, a hot key. That's what I do. So when the girls come up, you know, let them know, because those are the things that you can control. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? So I feel like, D Live has, it's new, it's easy to use, it's not that crowded, so people you got room to okay, you know, I'm in my spot, I'm in my game, I'm in my category, whatever. Because I know how we think. We open up the category and we see who's there, and we try to judge our numbers to somebody else's numbers, and we're like, okay, you know, well, if I get on extra, if I stay on longer, I'll pass this person, or we all think about that. It's not a competition, but we're always looking at each other like, how can we be where each other is at, or how we can just how can we help each other? We know we're
Well,
always trying to say, you
before I
know?
forget, I want to speak on that specifically.
Okay.
Instead of looking at other streamers like a competition, look at other streamers like support. What can I do to support
Exactly.
them? What can I
Exactly.
learn from them? How can I help them? If
Exactly.
I have questions, maybe they can help me,
Yep.
right? Like build
Yep.
each other up. Don't look at it like they're taking my
Yeah.
viewers. Look at it like we're sharing the same viewers because
Exact.
that's D
And
Live, you know.
that's one of the biggest things. Me and my wife was like, I'm like, look, if you can get 10 people that watch you, 20 people that watch you, and I can get the same 20 people that watch me, and then those 20, 30 people that we collectively have are gonna take us to the 40, 50, 50 viewers. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta learn to share. Like, that's one of the other platforms, like, nah, that's my community. Don't follow that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all chilling with this person? Why y'all doing with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you will
Actually,
want somebody.
it makes me proud when I drop into channels and see people that I know are regular viewers of mine that have
Yeah, you know
found
what
a
I'm saying?
new
You got
streamer
somebody to talk to.
because I hosted them or because I was talking about them, and then I drop by later and I see some of those people
Yeah,
in there, and they're like, "Hey, thanks for telling me about this person. They're amazing. I love spending time with them
exactly.
now."
So it's like, you can't be shy to share, you know what I'm saying? And we're all trying to grow.
Well,
So
you
it's
hit
like,
on this earlier. D Live actually built a platform that encourages sharing the Lino, sharing the viewers, sharing that energy and love and helping people, bringing people up to where
yep,
you are because that helps all of us.
yep, exactly. The whole platform benefits, the
Exactly.
whole platform benefits, and it's one-sided on these other platforms. The platform is benefiting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right.
but like you hear the platform and the streamer benefits, so I know people are like iffy about these different partnership requirements. So I'm just like, you can't focus too much on that. Okay. You can't focus too much on global because I know global is like the biggest status on here. I think about it, but I can't think about it because that's like up here. And I'm like, I'm right here. So why am I trying to jump so fast? Let
Actually,
me
I could
I
speak
gotta
on that specifically. Um, I actually hit the requirements a couple months ago for global
oh,
partner,
really?
and
Nice.
I applied. However, I was denied. I appreciate that I was denied because
Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about.
their requirements with the amount of lino you need, the amount of right, all the individual details. I wasn't. Yes, I hit it for a month, but I wasn't able to sustain it for several months in a row. But
Okay, yep, that's what they do. That's a lot of streamers that got denied did say that.
right,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though, it really helped me because it got me to stop worrying about it, to stop thinking
I see what
about
you're
it.
talking about. I
I'm
got
not
you.
worried about the lino. I'm not worried about the numbers. I'm worried about putting out a positive stream, with high quality content on a regular basis. I stopped
Yes.
focusing on the details like that I can't
Mm,
control and
exactly.
became better with the details that I can control.
Exactly. Exactly. So once you focus on the things you can control, you start seeing more progress. You start seeing
Exactly.
your numbers. You start to see, oh, okay. And then all that stuff is gonna fall in place. But we're humans, we get drawn to different, attractions. We get drawn to different, you know, hype. You know what I'm saying? Welcome everybody to the stream. I want to say that. Appreciate it, everybody.
Hey, did
Seen
you
some
know
people.
we've been talking for 2 hours, Smooth?
Yeah, I know. I keep track this time.
I didn't even know, man. I didn't even keep
Yeah,
up. All right, so I don't want to keep our audience in the lurch too long. I always like to give the audience a chance to interject. If you guys have questions about streaming, if you have questions for myself or Smooth in particular about his stream or about D Live, by all means, please start putting your questions into chat. We're going to go into an interactive portion of the interview now, and we're going to try to help you guys and encourage you guys. But also, if you just want to ask some direct questions, about Smooth, that's a good time to do it. Where what? Okay, so somebody asked earlier, where are we? I live in Arkansas in the United States, basically right in the middle in the south part of the country. What about you, Smooth?
I stay in Florida,
So
pretty much south. Yeah,
Smooth's in
southeast.
Florida. So son, it's 2 a.m. in Europe. It's 7 p.m. where I'm at. 7
Yeah,
p.m. and
7
then
p.m.,
8
8 p.m.
p.m. on the East Coast, right, in Florida. But that's we kind of talked about that earlier, Smooth. For an international platform like D Live, it is
Yes,
important
yeah,
to understand different time zones,
yep.
right? Because
And then
we
that's one of the things people don't. Oh, why my viewers kind of you may some of your viewers may have been some of your loyal viewers may have been in another time zone.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to sleep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's 4 or 5 viewers that are sleeping that you normally would have had. So a lot of people don't really put the full aspect of why the numbers go up and down.
Well,
Why the numbers go
what
up
I
and down.
realized is a lot of the UK stream viewers, the European crowd, they prefer to watch later in the evening. So when I started at
Yeah,
12 p.m. my time at lunchtime, it was 6 p.m. in the UK, but that wasn't quite late enough for them to be ready to sit down and hang out for a couple hours. Where with the
yeah.
US crowd, they're ready to hang out by 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So what I
They're
started
ready.
doing, I like to stream a little bit earlier in the day because with my brain damage, by the time it gets later in the evening, I have more trouble with my words. Basically,
Oh,
I start to
okay.
get tired, and it's harder for me to make my words. So if I start
Okay.
streaming at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the UK crowd, they're on board. They're in there right away. And then I like to stream for a couple hours, take a few minutes, like you said, go out, stretch, collect
Yeah.
myself, come
Yeah.
back for a couple more hours. And generally, during that second section of streaming is when I pick up a lot more of the American viewers, right? The West Coast
Yeah.
is starting to drop
Exactly.
in. The East
Yeah.
Coast, they're settling down for bed. They want to watch
Mm-hmm.
something that's chill. Like me and you,
Mm-hmm.
we're chill streamers. So
Yeah.
it's easy for people to watch us later in the evening, right? It
Exactly.
helps them wind down and
Yep.
relax.
Yep. That's
And
why I'm implementing, a sort of a late night stream so I can, we can tailor it to that. Not
mm,
tailor to them specifically, but just give them, because they can,
well, but it's
participate as well.
important, like we said, to respect your audience and
Yeah.
understand. Yes, you are a certain way and you have a certain energy and you do a certain
Mm-hmm.
thing, but your crowd, you gotta respect them and you gotta give them what they're looking for
Yeah.
if you want to keep them around, right?
That's true.
So
That's
I've
true.
actually changed how I stream, the type of things that I say.
Mm.
Um, I've learned how to feel the energy of
I
the
got you.
of the crowd on any particular day, and maybe I was gonna play a game, but the energy in the audience is they need to talk. They want to talk.
I got
I
you.
won't
I
even
got
turn the
you.
game on. I just go straight to chatting. Or maybe they're tired and they just want to be entertained, and I'll stop chatting and go to some mellow game where they can just relax. They don't feel pressured to have to interact.
I got you.
You know,
So how do you what's the good? How do you sense that? Like what's a good sensing tip like,
the chat
that you can
the
share?
chat is the number one way.
Okay.
If you're not, like, if you have 10 viewers in your room and
Yeah.
nobody's talking, and it's your regular viewers, they're
Yeah.
tired, they want to chill, they're there because you got chill vibes and they're trying to chill,
Okay.
right? But if
Okay.
people come in and they're chatting and they're hot and they got stuff to say and you're busy gaming, you're going to lose those people, right?
That's
Because
true.
they
I noticed
need,
that too. I noticed that.
yeah, they come
Yeah.
in for the energy exchange. And the thing that I really like about D Live that's different than, say, Twitch or Facebook, all this stuff, is the streamers are much more interactive with their
Yeah.
audience on D Live.
Yeah, because I feel like it allows them to be more of themselves. It's not that, you know, uh what's that? What's the word? Like it's not that much pressure on performance. You know what I'm saying? Like you can maybe you can have an overlay missing, you can have this messed up or whatever, but you're still trying to do your thing. And I feel like the D Live community is so understanding on that. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like they really know that there's people trying out here, you know what I'm saying? Then you
sure,
got
sure.
experienced people, so
So
That's good.
we got a question from New York Girlie. She'd like to know, Smooth, what inspires you to stream?
What inspired me to stream was um knowing that I can make somebody feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
knowing I can my energy is is so smooth and so chill that you may be having a bad day, but you come and talk to me, you're gonna completely forget what happened throughout the day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be like, damn, like I didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get that a lot. Like people be like, damn, I didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me that the way I'm thinking, it makes sense to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Mm.
crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can communicate with people. You know what I'm saying? And once I found that I have that communication ability, that gave me another boost of confidence. That gave me another inspiration that I can come on here. I can be myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really gotta, you know, you know, m- form myself into a different mode. I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign. I can move how I want to move.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I can flow how I want to flow. So knowing that I can communicate with people and that I can touch people with my energy and make people feel good, it really inspired me to like, all right, I can be a streamer and I can do this just like, the big timers, but maybe and I can provide more of an authentic feel and not just lights, camera, action, maybe
Hmm.
make something a little bit more tangible, something they could feel a lot more like, and then they can see me evolve as a streamer, because like people coming right now, they started, I didn't have a shirt. I didn't have the armband. I didn't, I came with the
Mm.
hat, but the shirt and the armband, just those two pieces, I already seen numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like small little things motivated me, and then, but that was the biggest thing, knowing that my energy is so smooth and it's so calming and it's so relaxing that I can I can like help people, be calm, and wind down and just, you know, go back to, enjoying themselves, not be so tense,
I mean, that's actually why I stream. Like I started streaming to because I know I have knowledge and love that I can share
Exactly.
to improve other people's lives.
Yep.
And I've
That's
seen
true.
it work. I've seen it help
Yep.
people. I know for a fact it helps. I've seen it firsthand. And I'm going to keep doing it. I mean, it makes me feel good. It makes other people feel good.
You got to keep doing it. Exactly. Especially if both sides feel good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna double that, and then you're just gonna get that more and more return.
Hmm.
So people don't realize, why didn't I get this? Why did I get this? I'm like, did you even put that out? Did you even try to do what you want? You want all these streamers to watch you. Are you watching anybody? You want all this love. Are you loving on anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like,
So let's
you
talk
know?
about that. And we haven't, I'm surprised we haven't hit on that yet, but it's important. You can't just turn on your computer every day and stream and turn it off. You have
Yeah.
not on D Live.
Nah, not on D Live.
You have to be in other streams. You have to
Mm-hmm.
be. The term is networking, but I don't like to use that because
Yeah,
networking
that word is people,
implies,
yeah, implies different things.
well,
It
it
carries different
implies that you're
energies.
doing something for yourself, right? We're not
Mm,
networking for ourselves. We're in other channels because we really enjoy these people, because we
I
want to
got
love
you.
on them, we want to support them, right?
Yeah.
But the term is networking. You need to go into other channels. You need to get to know not only the streamer, you need to get to know the other viewers,
Yep.
right? Like
That's true.
you can meet a lot of great people on D Live just being a viewer, meeting other viewers.
Yep.
I've
And
seen a
then
lot of that.
yeah, I've seen that too. And then I've really, because Twitch, I didn't really mod for people. And if I did, there wasn't people that really had big audiences. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm on D Live, I mod for a few channels. There might be 20, 30 people in there at one time. And then next thing you know, I get off a stream, I go check my channel, I got 2 followers
Hmm.
or a follower, and just being around, being active, and you got being yourself, and I know if I'm a mod, I kind of voice myself a little bit more. I'm kind of more firm and chats and stuff, especially because I know how the energy is.
Hmm.
and I could see certain things that the streamer might not be able to see because the chat moving so fast,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I kind of be like, hey, you know, especially about the chest and stuff. I'm like, look, so last time I'm telling y'all, calm down with the stickers, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I make myself known, you know, but I feel like, you have to have somebody in there to know when to look, y'all need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need to calm down. You know, so and that's helping me be more of a better streamer. Like when I feel like things aren't going, their way or whatever, I can like, look, you're not gonna come up here and change my whole vibe. Like you're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that helps me be more firm, and be more, it helps me be more my truth, as a streamer. And that's one thing I try to focus on, being my truth. You know, yeah, I'm trying to stream during the day, but might not stream. I'm being truthful. You know what I'm saying? Like I just try to be in my truth. That's
So
the biggest thing.
we covered that a little bit early, Sun and Steel, but Smooth started streaming damn near 8 years ago, PS4. Then he spent
Yeah.
about 4 years on Twitch, and he's been on D Live since this year.
Yep. Yep. So it's been a good run. I learned a lot. Twitch taught me a lot. Twitch taught me a lot. I would never done that much research if I didn't feel like I had these abilities to talk to people and, be myself, be on camera. Because some people do have perfect communication skills, but once that camera come on, once there's something about that camera, once that camera come on, whew, oh well, let me, I'm like, but you see, but that was you're trying to do something different. You let the camera instantly change your whole mood and all right,
Mm.
I gotta do this because I guess cameras and TV, you know how TV portrays being on camera and stuff like that. So you kind of I've seen people get stuck. Like when me and my wife would stream, we'll have some, people come over and then, yeah, I'm ready to stream. Yeah, I'm ready to chill. And then we go live. They're not even in the camera, So, you got to be careful what you ask for, because you got to be ready.
Well, and we said this earlier, don't let the camera change who you are.
Exactly.
When you turn on the camera, keep being yourself because that's
Keep
what
being
people are going to
yourself.
fall in love with.
If you're goofy, keep being goofy.
Hmm.
If you're, you're raging, keep raging, because someone's gonna, like your frequency and you're again attract that person. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then you're gonna be cool friends from there on. So
Right. So do you guys have any more questions out there? We only got a couple questions, but if you have questions specifically for myself or Smooth, please put them in the chat. Somebody was asking how old we are. I'm 40. Smooth was just saying he's 29.
yeah, I'm 29.
And
So
I appreciate the donations, guys. I generally don't call them out during these fireside chats because I don't want that to derail the conversation. So I do
yeah,
appreciate the follows. I do appreciate the donations. But I didn't mention at the beginning of the show, and I generally do that. I don't call those out during the show.
I appreciate everybody, man. For real. Especially I know I was hosting this channel, so I know I have 7 viewers on my stream. I
So
want to say I appreciate y'all.
so Mama
You know,
Lioness wants to know how long you've been married.
how long you been married?
Which is funny because Mommy Lioness is So Smooth's wife.
Been married for
This is a test. This is only a test.
only a test, huh? She's trying to trick me. She said, I'm trying to remember what she said.
Oh
no,
shit.
no, I believe 5 because we've been
you,
together for 7
you
and we've been
know
married
what
for
year it
5.
is? It's 2019.
So 6. It's one of them.
He's a
I'm
math.
sorry,
He's
baby.
not. Yeah, math is
I'm sorry, baby.
math on the fly. Well, we can't blame you. You got two
I don't know. It
twins.
feels so much longer. I feel like we've been together forever.
Ooh, I mean that. Yes. All right, we'll move on. Oh man. So anyway, guys, if you're just dropping in, my name's author Joe Holt. This is So Smooth. What we're doing here is a live podcast that I like to do with other D Live streamers. We call it Fireside Chats. If you look in my about section, there's a link to my YouTube. There's
I'm sorry, brother.
literally there's literally 30 of these fireside chats on YouTube. One of them is So Smooth. He's my very first guest. He's the first guest that I've had return to the show, and it's been awesome. I really have enjoyed having you back here, Smooth, catching up with you again.
Yes,
And
it was fun. I'm glad to be back, and we're definitely gonna have more chats as well.
so if you guys, if mommy or somebody, if you could drop Smooth's link in there a few times in chat, 2 or 3 times in a row. If you guys look, if you just need a chill place to hang out, you're welcome to come back to my channel anytime. But I have to throw a word in for my boy Smooth, one of the chillest streamers on D Live, one of the best voices,
I
super
appreciate that.
positive energy all the time. His wife, Mommy Lioness, also a streamer. She was my last guest on Fireside Chats. She's in chat. You can follow her. We definitely need to spread that love and support
Yes,
and
definitely.
encouragement. You know, keep the good streamers streaming. We need more of
Yes,
that.
definitely. We need more of that.
Absolutely. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we're gonna get to wrapping this show up. We try to keep it around 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, Smooth has got 3 children at home, wife. He's got stuff going on, so we want to be respectful of his time, and also of Mommy Lioness's time because she's obviously playing a big part
Yeah,
in
she's the one allowing me to do everything that I can do.
yeah, and you know, if you guys are new to streaming or want to start streaming, I would encourage you to spend more time in other streamers' channels. Ask them questions. You know, watch them and take tips. Interact with the audience. Get your name out there in a positive light. That's going to bring you plenty of attention, right? That's going to
Definitely.
bring you notice. Like people will notice you. People will
Yep.
get to love you. They
You
will
don't have
stop
to,
by.
you don't have to donate Lino, a tremendous amount of Lino. Be there, be yourself,
Yeah,
talk to them
yeah.
how you would want to be talked to, and that's it. That's all you have to do, and then watch how you become a better viewer. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna,
Hmm.
because some people don't know how to be viewers. Some people just might say something the wrong way and throw the whole mood off. But definitely, you guys, viewers have a lot
Hmm.
of power.
Hmm.
To help a streamer, change their day, help them evolve as a better streamer, and talk to other people too. So just don't worry about the Lino. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Just just talk, just chat, say something, say hi, say hello.
Yep.
Even if you're forcing yourself, well, don't force yourself because I don't want you to force yourself to do anything. But even if it sounds like a dumb question, what's your favorite color? It's something.
Hmm.
It's something to get a conversation going. Then you got 4 or 5 people that was ready to answer that question. Now you got everybody in chat talking off of your question, which is perfect. That's what the streamer
Well, and
wants.
I've noticed too, Smooth, that even when you ask the streamer a question, a lot of times that'll get chat talking to each other.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
And then just the chats rolling by, and you're just
Mm-hmm.
a vessel, just a safe place for your friends
Yeah.
to come talk to each
That's
other.
true. That's true too. I'm noticing that a lot. And that's the main thing that I had in my chats that I didn't have in other chats on other platforms, that my people actually talking to each other. Like
Hmm.
I had that on Twitch, but I didn't really, it was like hey, and they would go back to lurking. But like actually people say how you doing. They talk about their daily lives and each other in the chat. So that's big, that's a big difference on D Live
Yep. I've
for me
noticed
that I've
in
noticed.
on daily basis when somebody drops in the chat and says hello, there'll be 4 or 5 responses immediately from the chat. Other
Yep.
friends wanting to communicate with them, glad
Yep.
that they're there.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
that's awesome. And if you guys, April, if you missed some of this chat and you'd like to catch the whole chat, immediately after all of my fireside chats, I upload the video to YouTube. So if you go in my about section just below the screen here, matter of fact, I can drop a link for you guys. I have a playlist with all of these fireside chats that I've done on YouTube. Smooth, my boy, number one. Scroll to the bottom of the list. He's the very first Fireside Chat.
That's crazy.
Watch that one. Then I'm going to upload this one later tonight. You could watch this one, and you could see how much he's grown, right? Like he's
Yeah, I
been.
need to watch that one again so I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love these fireside chats, and I really like that I'm saving them and putting them on YouTube to save, because it's so important to encourage other people. And that's why we're here. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's what Mommy Lioness is doing. We just love it on people.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's a lot of love, and we all have love inside of us to give.
Exactly.
So
So I see some
that's
folks asking about my books. If you put exclamation point books, it'll pull up my author website. Everything's there. Aloha Joe in Hawaii was the
yeah,
name of
that's my
my
brother
first book.
asking. Yo, what's up, Mister? That's my
And
brother,
that
real
dude
life brother.
Z, is that your real
Yep.
life brother?
Yeah, that's my real life
Oh
brother. Yep.
snap, man.
My
Aloha,
younger brother.
Fred. Well, shoot, let me hold on. I gotta go over there, and because you're my brother too, but I didn't know like brother, like actual
Yeah, that's
brother.
my brother. I'm trying to get him to stream on D Live. He's on Mixer, trying to get him the laptop thing set up so he can
Mm-mm.
make his way over here.
And if you guys want, if you want to know when I'm live, I do these fireside chats on a regular basis. Exclamation point Discord. I just threw that in the chat. That's a link to my Discord. If you join my Discord, it'll give you an alert every time I go live. And just so you know, I have another fireside chat scheduled for July 3rd. If
Okay.
I've got that correct, that's Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, and it is at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is noon on the East Coast, and it's with the God Keshin. There's been a lot of people asking to get GK on the show, and he and I have been talking for months actually about it.
Yeah, I watch your streams.
Yeah, so the next, if you're part of the GK Army or you want to know what that means, the God Keshin is my next guest, July 3rd, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's this coming Wednesday. So I just want to thank every single one of you for being here today, for your time, your energy, your love. Smooth, my man.
No, I appreciate you.
I
Thank you,
can't
everybody
say
who
thank you
came
enough.
by. I thank you, man, for allowing me to be myself and get myself out there, on the platform. So I mean, when I first did my first interview, I was like, it was a real big point in my life. I was like, wow, like I'm here. Like this is really manifesting. So I want to say I appreciate you because you gave me a lot of confidence once after we talked. So I was like, I can make myself at home now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I can do my thing. So everyone who tuned into my channel, I know I was hosting Joe. I got 5 people right now. I appreciate y'all. Everyone who stopped by, thank y'all. I'll be streaming later on tonight. Hopefully, if I don't fall asleep, because
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie, because it's I gotta fight to put the girls down and then try to, game it out. But it'll be no interruptions. But if next stream tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hey man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today.
Absolutely. All right, if you'll hang on for me, Smooth, for just 1 minute, I'm gonna wrap up the show, and then I'll be right with you, bro.
Okay.
I was trying to say bud and bro at the same time. That
Nah, that's
doesn't
all
work.
good.
All right, I'll be right back.
Peace out, everybody.
All right, guys. So this has been another fireside chat. So Smooth was my guest. He was my very first guest back in March. He's now the 31st guest as well. His wife, Mommy Lioness, was my last guest. You can find all of these fireside chats on YouTube. There's a link in my about section to Twitter, Discord, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is that you're trying to find. All of those fireside chats have something to offer. You can get to know these individuals on a more personal level, but also you can learn about streaming. You can learn how to stream. You could learn about DLive. You could learn about the private currency token Lino that is currently being used on the platform. And I just love every one of you. Wherever you are on this planet, I do wish you love. I will send you positive energy. You're always welcome back here. And I stream daily. I've started taking Mondays off just for mental health. It's very awesome. It's been very helpful. I look forward to my days off. I go out in the community and I help people. I have a pickup truck. There's always somebody needs help moving something or working. It's good for me physically to get out of this chair. It's good for my mental well-being to be face to face with other human beings. So if you're a streamer or even a viewer of D Live on a regular basis, make sure to get outside. Make sure to maintain your interpersonal relationships with other people face to face. It's incredibly important. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you all for being here. I absolutely love you. And I'm going to find you guys somebody I'm going to find someone to host, pass you guys on. There's a lot of incredible people on this platform. And I like to try to introduce you guys to new streamers that you may or may not know. Let's see, who is on? My boy Tony Rumble's on. And honestly, I love his vibes. I love his energy. He's incredibly knowledgeable about cryptocurrency. So if you guys would like to learn about crypto or crypto gaming, Tony Rumble's got great information, but he's also just a beautiful soul. He's been on Fireside Chats. He was one of my guests. So if you guys want to show him some love, I'd appreciate it. But I think you might appreciate it too. Find another beautiful soul. So I'm going to pass you off now. Aloha. Love you guys. Thank you very much. See you soon.